All right. So last time in the sprawl, the runners burn rubber away from the downtown pier with Queso Martinez unconscious in the back of their van. Even from the docks, they can still see a clear shift in the air traffic of downtown as airspace is cleared and choppers with searchlights speed towards them. Sig drives like a bat out of hell, trying to lose the heat and give her friends in the back time to deal with Queso. Red rummages through a med kit looking for something to wake Queso up and finds a particularly potent disinfectant rub that should do the trick. Dith wafts it under Queso's nose, and he awakens to find his hands bound and held by Samton while his legs are pinned under the weight of Red. While at first exuding the pompousness and self-assuredness of someone from a higher station, Queso quickly breaks down when Dith draws his own knife and begins unbuttoning Queso's shirt. His begging and pleading transitions into screams of pain as Dith carves a very roughly, thanks in no small part to the high-speed driving of Sig, rapist into his chest. Sig continued to speed through the mostly empty streets of 4 a.m. downtown, but no matter how well she drove, the pursuit overhead and on the ground were invariably getting closer. Suddenly, Sig took a sharp turn down an alleyway only to find it mostly blocked by a news tab van. Sig guns it and pushes through the alley, losing a mirror and a fair bit of paint in the process. Dith finishes his pièce de résistance and makes sure Queso understands not to pursue this any further. When Queso's anger starts overcoming his fear, Dith moves his attention a little lower, and Queso relents and begs for mercy. Dith tells Sig to slow it down a bit and nods to Samton, who tosses Queso out of the back into the gutter. Sig begins to make for Section 9, finally able to slip the pursuit, but not before a quick run-in with a Lone Star SWAT vehicle. Back at Section 9, the runners decompress, and Dith makes a call to Tiffany to make sure she's heard the good news, and they agree to meet tomorrow to wrap things up. The next afternoon, the team meet Tiffany at Penumbra and take their payment for their work, and Miss Belmont promises to assist them with their run on the reality hackers. Tiffany leaves with a smile. Later that day, Dith and Sig put their new signal amplifier to use and head to the arcology to see if they can get back Sig's modified spider drone. They set up just within the restricted zone around the arc, and Sig flips on her RCD. After circling the building looking for a return signal, they hit the jackpot. Sig gets a weak ping from our lost spider drone. It seemed to have descended many floors since she last saw it, and was now mixed up in the vast disposal system of the arc. Sig fought through the jamming and tracking signals closing in on her RCD and managed to instruct the drone to make its way to the outflow pipes emptying into the bay. Sig flips off her RCD and they head to Dith's boat downtown, but not before swinging by a stuffer shack and buying some cheap fishing equipment. Then, using the cover story of Lost Fishermen, they swing over to the waterfront just outside the arc and snatch up Sig's drone, which finally ran out of power. The duo are spotted, however, and are forced to pay off the UCAS patrol boat officer to let them off. Back once again at Section 9, Sig, with the help of Red, begin dissecting the spider bot to see what it held. A quick examination reveals a large backup of error reports and uninterpreted command data. Once decrypted and decompressed, they reveal the making of a virus program built to take over the Ark's autonomous programs and drones. The data proves an outside malevolent force caused the second arcology shutdown, but the runners don't know how to get this information to the right people without implicating themselves. As night falls, the team decide to put the spider bot to use and make their way back to the reality hacker's base. Sig slips the drone into the piping beneath the old warehouse, and it climbs up into the basement and through onto the ground floor. The ground floor is quite open, serving as the main recreational area and dance floor for their parties, with only a few small rooms around its perimeter. The stories above are of much more recent make, large room of reinforced polycarbonate connected with walkways, the largest of which spans the northeast face, taking up the second and third floors. The masses of wires and power cables covering the whole warehouse definitely coalesce in that large room. Sig brings the bot back to the runners, and they begin heading back to Section 9 to think on their next run. I don't know if you actually, we ended when you got back to Section 9 or whatever, but I'm retroactively changing that.
Cool. Yeah, and sorry about last week. I removed myself from the group on my phone by accident, and then I couldn't. It would not let me rejoin. I was like, "You're not allowed to join this hangout anymore." And I was like,
You
"What?
removed yourself.
What the hell?" Well, it was because Katie was like saying stuff, and I just wanted to like not have my phone continuously
Yeah.
notify and or whatever. But I'd like left. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know if I missed anything, but we're actually still busy with that.
I don't think so. I think you just missed like the karma stuff.
Okay, cool.
Which is
okay.
why I told you you're totally
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Do we have a? Can we draw out like a rough little blueprint of the layout of the place?
Didn't we?
Sure.
I thought we did that last time.
We did. I was like in between the bathroom and here for some of that. So, and I know obviously Bullby was in here.
Oh, turn off.
Okay. In very rough terms, it's something like that. Like you have the bottom floor, and then these sort of like smaller rooms, like being like stuck on the walls and stuff of the upper stories.
It's an abandoned warehouse or a past warehouse.
Yeah. Very old, like pre-awakening warehouse. And then like the major thing was the large room on the right side. And then you have like sort of
wires.
yeah. Then you have like the orange thing, which is like the walkways, and you have stairs up from each level, and then just sort of walkways connecting these disparate rooms attached on the sides.
And how many? 3 floors?
4.
4.
Yep.
And the rooms on the sides go up through all 4 of those floors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Except the first floor. The first floor is pretty open. Not many rooms on the sides. You think maybe just like a few bathrooms and maybe some bars or something, or like some place where they store stuff.
Okay.
And those rooms are all like old, like they were retrofitted from when this was a warehouse.
Okay. And is it just the one set of stairs that goes up and down?
No, that's just like an example. Like you'd have stairs up to like the walkways, and then you could get to all the rooms up top and stuff. Like I'll be honest with you, I'm actually not done the map of the whole warehouse.
That's
Okay.
cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Big undertaking.
Yeah.
But we're going there right now. So
Yeah, we're
Well,
gonna just go.
All right, here's your map.
make it happen.
Hey, you wouldn't even need to draw the 3rd and 4th floors because we die anyway. Get it up there.
Reality hackers.
All right. Yeah. That's a rough estimate.
Cool. So we're just heading out from the warehouse now.
Yeah. Does Bullby want to call you now, or are you going to wait till you meet them back, maybe at the base or at some other opportunity? I leave it up to your wishes.
Well, whenever the most inopportune time is, when they're hiding from something. Give
Okay.
a buzz on the phone.
When your sixth sense is tingling, you're like,
Yeah.
this would really fuck with death right now. Okay, cool. Okay, so you guys are heading back. I'm assuming all of you went to the reality hackers, either just for protection or, running the bot and stuff. So you're all heading back in this ride, I guess.
I don't think I went, to be honest.
I think Red was decoding the
Was either decoding stuff or I was
Virus.
just ready for it or something.
orchestra point.
You know how it goes.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, you guys are heading back from the reality hackers base, and you're just about to make it across the, quote unquote unofficial border between the Barons and the Barons and what would the district be? Tacoma. When you turn a corner and you see in front of you a few cars way down the street, seemingly stopped in the middle of the road. And as you sort of roll up a little closer, you see that there's like several people in the middle of the road, sort of with this large, they're like 3 or 4 guys carrying this large thing between them. seemingly from one car to another. They haven't really noticed you yet. You're still a little farther away, but
What kind of vehicles are they?
Uh,
Nice cars, junky.
the one on the left appears to be a pretty nice vehicle, pretty similar to yours, Dith. Yeah, it's from some nice coupe, or not a coupe, a 4-door sedan. And the one on the right looks a little more rough, something you'd see around the Barrens.
Okay. And what about the people that we see? Do they look like Baron folk? Or,
You're kind of far away. I mean, you just see, 4
two cars. Okay.
weird shapes in the night.
Oh, it's nighttime as well. Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think you went to the.
Is Sig
reality
driving
hunters
right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
And they're straight up parked in the middle of the road, or they're off to the side?
They're kind of in the middle of the road. Like they're like sort of right next to each other. The one car, now that you're looking at it a little closer, it looks like it's actually up on the sidewalk. Sort of haphazardly. Some of the doors are open.
So there is a shoulder. Like, is it possible to get around it on either side?
Not really.
Is there a guardrail or a wall or like?
There's a
fall
bunch of
off?
like rubble, yeah, and like
Oh, okay.
busted up buildings and stuff, and yeah.
Oh, gotcha. It's like a little corridor that they've blocked up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Santa, can you get good eyes on these folks up ahead? Can you tell what they're doing?
Sig will be decelerating also and killing the lights.
Okay. Do any of you have like, I don't know, does Sampton have like cyberware that allows him to have enhanced vision, like zoom and stuff? I forget.
Take a look. What would that fall under?
Cyberware, like eye stuff.
I mean, he has it for night vision. I don't know if he has it for cyber eyes, flare computation, display link, low light vision, protective covers, and thermographic vision. So I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's all you really see. Sig, as you sort of kill the lights and you accelerate, so you start.
No, decelerating.
Oh, okay. As you do that, you notice all of a sudden, like whatever they're carrying, sort of like they drop it somehow. You don't really see why. And all of a sudden, you sort of see whatever they're carrying is moving. And as you're getting closer, you can actually see a few bodies lying near the car on the left.
And these bodies are moving?
No.
Oh,
Whatever they dropped is somehow like it was some big like thing a couple of these guys were carrying, and then as they dropped it, definitely started moving.
Set it on your rifle. Do you have like a scope on it at all?
See?
Yeah. Do you have?
I don't normally carry a rifle. I think I have.
Whatever you have.
Red's got a assault rifle, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Red's not with you.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Boy.
I don't know if I would have brought binoculars with us. Probably not.
Oh, I have binoculars. But they're in my. Let's see, they're in the van. We're in the Bulldog, right? Are we in Discar?
No, yeah.
Oh, we're in Discar. That's right, because our tags, and that's Monday.
You're letting the Bulldog cool off.
So I wouldn't have my binoculars in Discar. Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this could be some trouble that we're not looking for right now.
Yeah, I mean, Sigil would come to a complete stop. And was there any detours or like, what's the closest road that we passed from this point?
I mean, yeah, you could definitely like throw it in reverse and just like say fuck it and get the hell out of here if you want. Before you do though, I'm gonna see if they notice you. You're running in the dark without lights. and your car is probably pretty darkly colored, like Death's Soul. So we'll say their number to spot you is 8. So let's see here. Okay, so they don't spot you. As they bend down, you do hear, because one of them shouts pretty loudly a curse. He's like, "Goddamn bitch!" And you can see quite now whatever they're carrying is kicking, and you can even hear a few screams.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just female dogs that they're murdering. So, correct, guys. We'll be underway.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, Sig, why don't we pull off to the side here and cut the engine, maybe?
Sure. Yeah. So she'll do that. Park behind a pile of rubble. And I'm assuming we're like 100 yards out, or
Yeah, like you're maybe like 50 yards out. It's like 150 feet.
okay.
I mean, it's like really dark in this section of the city because there's not much electricity running around.
And the buildings that line this road, are they just ruins of?
Yeah, they're like half destroyed, probably like old strip malls and stuff. You can definitely make your way through them. It's a little tough going, and there's like a bunch of rubble and stuff, but it would give you cover from the road itself.
Yeah, I mean, it might be worth at least trying to navigate through these a little closer to get some eyes on what the hell they're doing, at least. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I don't feel that great about just leaving some people to die here.
Yeah, but we got no basis for who these people are, and maybe a innocent person. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. Does it sound like a kid, like screaming or crying, or is it just?
You're pretty far away.
Okay. But I mean, just got them cyber ears. I don't know if like.
This is true. I mean, if you want to give me a roll. So,
the quick
2
roll.
successes. So what does that mean? Where's the? It's really weird. Okay. Something is definitely there. The perceiver suspects the general type of thing that it is. Okay, so on the sort of the air, you hear that sort of muffled sort of yell, and then you sort of hear. Do you speak Japanese?
Let me check.
I do.
No, I think I just speak.
You don't have cyber ears.
Right. Sorry, hold on. Oh no, no, it's Baratheon and English. So.
Okay, no. You hear very rapid and sort of string of just sort of Japanese. I mean, you can definitely recognize it as Japanese. I mean, you've lived in the city. You know the difference between Japanese, Korean, and Chinese and all that. Just working with the corpse and stuff. But yeah, definitely a string of very loud and very angry Japanese coming from inside whatever they're carrying.
Does the voice sound familiar at all to me?
No.
Which do I know which of the corporations are Japanese based?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, let me actually get that. My cheat sheet on all of the megacorps. The Big Ten. Okay, Ares is not. As Technology is not. Yamatetsu? Wait. It's technically headquartered in Russia, but they probably do a lot of business out of there. Mitsuhama is based in Kyoto, Japan. Cross Technologies is in Canada. Novatech is in Boston. Renraku is out of Japan, of course. Seder Krupp is German. And Shiawase is based in Osaka. Wuxing is Hong Kong. Yeah, so it would be Renraku, Shiawase, and what was the other one? Mitsuhama. And maybe Yamatetsu.
Me too. Okay. And
There's a lot. There's a lot of
primarily Japanese as well.
the Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. They're a Japanese gang.
Do I hear any conversation between the abductors?
You can hear. Yeah, I mean, like there's like some curses. People are like, "Come on, pick her up. Let's get out of here."
That's in English.
Yeah, they're speaking in English. Yeah.
Okay.
Something about they're waiting for us. Like we gotta go. Sooner we get this done, the sooner we get paid. So on and so forth.
Paid late.
I don't know. I mean, what if it's a long shot, but what if this is related to these fucking people that are disappearing off the map?
Yeah, no, I mean, my curiosity's piqued.
I mean, the least we could do is at least get a little closer to get some eyes on what these people look like, and just,
Yeah,
go
I
from
agree.
there.
I'll
Okay.
be right behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna give Red a call real quick to let him know that something's happening. So I'm gonna call him up while we're still in the van or in the car.
Okay.
Definitely gonna lock up the car.
Whoop whoop.
Hello?
Red, we may have a little action down here, just south of the Baron's border.
What?
If you want to make your way down,
Let me get on my bicycle real quick.
no, but just get down towards, and I guess I'll tell them, I guess the road that we're on, or the kind of the
I
closest.
mean, you could get GPS coordinates probably.
Okay. So I'll let them know that there's two vehicles blocking the road right now, and they seem to be abducting somebody. So we're gonna move forward and potentially engage. But if you can get down this way in case if things go south, wouldn't be bad having you in the area. So
Okay. I'll try to make my way down there.
all right,
So, I mean, you would know Red doesn't know how to drive.
right. But there's taxis and shit.
Yeah, let me just bring my assault rifle into a taxi. And...
You have a violent.
You give him a big enough tip.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got
Okay.
that staff, that extendable staff, and not the one between your legs. That's
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to get there as soon as I can.
Yep, that's all I can ask. All right, we gotta go.
Love you.
Okay. So Red, what do you do? Like, what's your plan of action from there?
I mean, I assume it gave me either some kind of GPS coordinates or something.
Yeah, they're far enough. They're close enough to the edge of the Barrens that they can still get a signal and find out exactly
Okay.
where they are.
I guess there's some kind of like taxi service, right, that I can call.
Oh yeah, there's tons.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably. Do I know of one that maybe one that doesn't ask a whole lot of questions, or that isn't too associate, like, I don't know, that just might be a little bit more expensive, but just doesn't really care what people bring with them.
Give me a street etiquette check or something like that.
Okay, so if I have to, I can default to etiquette, right?
Yeah, the base stuff. Okay, yeah. I mean, you've worked in Seattle long enough to know that the checker taxis are still unlike a lot of the other companies. They still have human or metahuman drivers.
Okay.
And they'll generally, for the right price, they'll get things to where they need to be, or maybe make a drop off for people as long as it's all safe and well paid for
Okay.
them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll phone call, or I don't know if they have like.
You could just get it
I do it through
online.
through
or
the
anything.
or something. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I'll probably just ask them, like, give them maybe a pickup spot of maybe like a block and a half, 2 blocks away from Section 9.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll kind of start packing stuff up. I'll throw my assault rifle in a duffel bag. I'll just kind of hoof it out.
Okay. Yeah. You call them up. You ask for their midnight special, and you pack up whatever you need and hoof it out there, and he'll pick you up and get you on your way. Okay. So back to the guys in the Barrens. What are you doing now?
Yeah, I mean, let's gear up with whatever you guys need and kind of start working our way through these ruins. Try to get a little closer to see what's going on.
Okay.
Ring,
you
ring,
guys?
ring.
God damn it, Red. Fuck. All right, I'll tell Sig and to kind of start moving forward without me, and I'll get back in the car and kind of see if there's an ID on the call.
It says pizza.
Ah, God. Not that weird. Yeah, so I'll pick it up.
Sure, it says my name because it would have been, I guess, the same phones that we had before, right?
Maybe, but I mean, I think as a Shadowrunner, you'd probably be running some sort of scrambler or, thing.
But his
to
phone
not
would
show
know
up.
my phone, right? Because we're supposed friends, so.
I mean, yeah. If you want
My
him,
name will
if you
pop
want him
up.
to, if you want him to know you're calling, you can certainly.
No, never. It's always a mystery.
That's fine too. I mean, however you want to do it.
So I'll say, hey, it's me. See if you can guess who it is.
Ah, Jesus, I'd know that gravelly voice anywhere. Bullvi, how the hell have you been?
Busy. Wanna go grab a cup of coffee and talk about it?
I'd love to. Look, we're in the middle of something, as we usually are. So, whereabouts in town are you right now?
Within 10 kilometers of wherever you currently are located. But it's filled in, with like Seattle knowledge and all that stuff that I don't actually know.
I mean, you can certainly put yourself somewhere in Tacoma if you want to. It's fine. Maybe you're on the way back to S9 or something.
Yeah, I was just running some errands. And I'm actually in Tacoma, such and such, so and so. Why? Where are you guys at?
We're actually just south of the Tacoma Barrens border, where there's something going on down here that we're gonna check out. There might be some skull cracking if you're interested. Can't make any promises though, but if you want to get back into the swing of things, this might be a good opportunity to get rolling again.
Hey, I'd love to stay in chat, but we're checking out a possible rape murder. So
Ooh, I'm in. That sounds exciting.
Look, man. I'll send you along where my GPS coordinates are, but really, we gotta check this out. If not, I will. If I don't see you, I'll get in touch as soon as we're out of this mess. But
Okay, sure thing. I'm already in a car, so I'll just have them drop me off.
okay.
Near there.
Okay, yeah, just watch yourself. I don't know what may result from us approaching these fellas. So.
I never watch myself. It'll be okay.
Fair enough. All right, Bull. Hope to catch you soon.
Okay.
Good luck.
Snowball is on his way as well. Very good.
Difficult out. Turn this. Make sure his phone is on silent. And and then kind of follow the trail of Samson and Sig.
Okay, so Samson and Sig, did you head down one side of the street? Did you split up? Which way did you go?
I'm guessing. I think splitting up on either side of the street. Unless one side has more cover than the other, but if it's sort of
They're about equals, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, Sig will kind of move quietly, but quickly forward, and
Okay, so you taking left, right?
I'll take left.
Okay. Samson, are you cool with splitting up?
Samson would probably want to just stay close by so we can like communicate with each other
Okay,
quietly. You know,
sure. Just don't blow my cover.
don't blow me.
Okay, good.
All right, you both head down the left side of the street. Dith is a little bit wild behind you. So, why don't you guys make me stealth checks, and I'll take the average of all of your highest rolls.
Get those ones out, thanks.
Nice, 11, 13. Okay, not bad.
Buck it up, Samson.
Was that reflex?
It's
Stealth
there's a
skill?
stealth skill if you have it. If not, you
Okay,
default
yeah.
to quickness. Yeah.
I wish I could do quickly.
Okay, so 5, 18, 29 divided by 3 is about, we're rounded up. We'll say it's 10. And you guys are sort of moving through this rubble and stuff, making sure to keep things in between you and them, so, you're being cautious. Let's see if they hear you approaching. Okay. Nope. All right. So you guys sneak down the left side through all these old buildings and stuff, through like crumbled down walls and over piles of rubble. But you do it pretty quietly, and yeah, you manage to get, we'll say, within maybe like 30 feet of them.
All right.
10 meters, we'll say. And from here, you can hear they've picked up this, and you can see from now it's like a huge duffel bag sort of thing, zipped up and sort of tied closed. And they've picked it up again. It's like squirming like hell. Whatever sort of drop must have awoken its occupant. And now you can all hear this sort of Japanese angrily being shouted from inside. Sig, whoever can speak Japanese recognizes it as an incredible chain of slurs and just curses that you have ever heard in your entire life. And the voice from within is definitely high-pitched and feminine, coming from inside. And they are now sort of moving it over to the back of their sort of busted-up SUV. And why don't you all give me perception checks to see what else you can notice.
With pleasure. SUV, it's all busted up. Okay, cool. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give me.
Samson, roll another 2d6.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Okay, so 9 and 11. Okay, so Samson, and a certain amount of this Dith, you can see that while these guys are sort of wearing like tattered sort of overcoats and maybe some like nasty like street clothes and stuff you'd expect to find on people, moving around the Barrens. Every once in a while when they're sort of move or they jostle around with their cargo, you notice that you can sort of see like bulletproof vests and maybe a little bit of armor and maybe a weapon or two tucked in at a side. And that stuff definitely appears a lot more nice and high-tech than you'd expect a bunch of people in the Barrens to be wearing.
Especially given the tattered overcoats that they have on.
Yeah. I mean, Samson, like, whatever they're wearing is, like, mercenary grade stuff. Like, PMC level gear.
Pretty dank.
Yeah. Exactly. To put it so succinctly.
How many of them are there?
4 of them. there's one, he sort of like opened up the back of their SUV. Two of them are carrying their cargo and throwing it in, and one of them is sort of just like he's standing over by the other vehicle, the sedan, and he's like maybe kicking around a body, and he's also keeping an eye out, but he hasn't noticed you.
Does there appear to be a driver of the sedan itself, or just these four?
Oh yeah, now that you're a little closer, you see two bodies. Both front doors and one rear door of the sedan are open. There's two bodies on either side of the sedan near the two front doors. Both of them look to be wearing sort of dark suits. One of them looks to be a dwarf. The other one is a human, and they're lying in pools of presumably their own blood.
Do the four of these guys, do they look like harmed in any way or injured?
No, doesn't look like it.
And what race are the four?
Looks like a couple of them are humans. One of them looks to be an orc, or maybe a smaller troll. You know, it's hard to tell in the light. And the other one looks to be an elf.
Do they have any markings on their visible skin, their face, or anything?
No, just some dirt and grime and stuff, and tattered clothes.
Sig draws her Ares Predator out and kind of looks back at Stanley and Griff, who's now caught up with him, and it's kind of like, I don't know, what do you guys think? If you need to.
Are there any plates on the van that we can see?
No.
Yeah, just not a plate at all.
Nope. Yeah, there's nothing on there.
And what about the red car?
The red car, yeah, it has like Seattle plates.
Okay. Let's see. Can you just like write anything to like headwear memory, or do you have to like be connected to something to do that? Like, could I write that in my memory?
I don't think so.
Or I just have to.
Yeah, it's basically like storage. Like you'd have to plug something in to access it, unless like there is certain cyber where you can get like you can hook stuff up to be directly controlled by your nervous system. But yeah, unless you have that, then no, it's just sort of standalone to be used with technology.
Then I'll just try to memorize the plates if I can of the red car, just for.
Okay, give me an int check.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, you're able to sort of catalog it in your mind. You can remember those plates for later.
And the two guys in the suits who are dead in the red car, or the whatever car, the sedan, or do they look like anyone in particular? Do they have like earpieces in? Do they look like those Secret Service guys that were chasing me at all?
Not really, but I mean, they definitely strike you as sort of bodyguards for hire. People like that, you know, the kind of they remind you of Sampton, basically. But they don't look like G-men.
Yeah, I mean, I feel to kind of respond to Sig, definitely say I feel a little overwhelmed right now with taking on four of these guys. They seem to be pretty well stocked in terms of arms and armor, so maybe we could try to, once they hobble into the car, maybe try to shoot out the tires and then kind of scatter in these ruins to slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
You can get out and spread out looking for who did this, so.
Maybe we could tail him.
Yeah, that too, maybe. That's not a bad idea. We could try to follow them. Oh, the only thing is, Red and Bull are gonna show up, and it's gonna be hard to kind of direct them with us. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, we could at least confuse them a little bit, and possibly separate them a little bit.
True. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, why don't we try to let them maybe kind of pile in and then start shooting at their tires? Maybe you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'll go for
Anything but direct conflict, honestly.
Oh, no, sedan's not theirs. Well, okay. So if they take one car, they just take the van, then we'll send the van. But if they take both, I'll go for the sedan.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, while this all occurs over like maybe a minute, and they throw their cargo in the back of the van, they shut it up, and they start piling in the SUV. Closing off, they give one more sweep of the area, and then they start to pull away.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, so I mean,
Put the aim on the tire.
yeah, definitely take
shots
first.
at the tires. Yeah, I mean, decide what order you want to go in, since you all essentially
Or I
have
mean,
surprise.
maybe Sampton and Sig shoot first because they have better.
You can shoot over me, Sampton. So I'll go for the back tires. And Sam will go for the front or something like that. And
Okay, let me see.
back as well.
Let me just refresh on the rules for shooting inanimate objects. Bugs. Combat barriers. Character may wish to attack through. No, you want to break through. Except the barrier is twice its normal barrier rating against firearm rounds. Okay. Alright, so. What is blast versus barriers? I mean, I think it would be a close range shot to just hit it. And I guess it wouldn't have any cover since you're firing it from the side. So yeah, what's your close range modifier? Or your target number?
For who, Sampton or all of us?
Well, Sig shooting first, so. Sig is Sig.
Sorry, I got distracted by text. We're shooting right now.
Yeah, so what's your short range?
What's your short range target number? Compare the remaining power of the blast against twice the barrier rating. Okay.
Um, 0 to 5, short.
Yeah. What's the target number?
Yeah,
4.
4.
Okay, you don't have any bonuses or things.
Yeah, I'm not hurt.
You could take aim.
Oh yeah, I took aim. Yeah.
Have you spoke
Okay.
clamp?
And laser sight.
Okay, so you do have your laser sight on. Okay.
Yeah.
So then your target number would be 2, but you have thermographic vision, right?
Mhm.
And it's minimal light. Okay, so that's a +2. So your target number is 4.
Bust a nut.
Come on, baby. Did I rolled it?
Sometimes it takes a little
yeah.
while.
20's been a little weird
Take some
recently.
time.
Area effect table.
There it is.
Boom.
Wow.
Okay, so
Fine
1, 2,
shot.
4. Okay. Power. What's the power rating of your weapon?
It is 9M since we house rolled or no, it's 6S or 9M. How did we do heavy pistols?
It's just 3 lower, so 6M.
Well, 6S.
Oh, it's S. Oh,
Well,
it's fletched. Oh, okay. Okay. That is different for trying to pierce through barriers. Okay. So it gets twice its rating. Barrier. Okay. And you got 4. Okay. So you shoot at the tire, and you clearly hit it. And your fletchets tear into the rubber of the tire. But a lot of them just don't manage to pierce through it. Whatever the tire is made out of, it's pretty thick stuff. Maybe even a run flat tire. And yeah, you tear it out. You do hear an escape of gas as it starts deflating, but the structure of it holds.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, who's shooting next?
Yes, it would be me.
All right.
I suppose I'd aim for. I guess I can't say I would know which tire Sig was aiming for to do a take aim. I mean, unless we said to each other, like which whatever tire Sig was aiming for, probably back left or.
Yeah, I think she was firing at the rear left tire.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah, especially if it didn't seem to blow out. I think I also have the same target number. That
Okay.
thermographic vision, taking aim.
But your thermographic vision is cyberware, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is not natural. Okay, so yours, but I think you have more advantages, or maybe not. So you're taking aim and you have a smart gun, right?
Yeah.
So that's -3. So yours would be target number of 5.
Alrighty.
All right, rolled it. And what's
And this will be a burst.
okay?
Might as well bust that nut.
Right, you are taking aim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Of course. Where the
All
hell?
right.
There it is.
2.
Good thing I did.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. And what's the power rating of your burst?
It'd be 10S.
10S. Okay, so it's regularly 7. Less than. No. Okay. So once again, you let out a burst. A few of the rounds hit the sort of rim of the tire, but you do tear into it with the remaining shots, and you see more chunks of rubber getting torn out, and it looks like a good part of this tire's been hit, but they're still rolling. 7, yeah. Twice the rating. Okay, cool. Yes. Dith.
Yeah, and Dith would shoot at the closest tires.
Mhm.
So is it short range for him? He has a light pistol. So it's 0 to 5. 6 to 15 is medium. 60 to 30 is long.
Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, so it's 10 meters away. So I guess
Okay.
it would have
So
also
it'd be
been medium
5.
for Sig as well. Okay, so 5
Okay,
base.
5,
You have low
take
light.
aim. I have low light.
You have
yeah.
natural low light. Okay, so that's +2. So you have 7, and then you -1 for taking aim.
And laser sights.
Okay, so 5.
So 5.
Alright. 2. Alright. Okay, so this barrier. Okay, so yeah, you hit it, and like this tire is almost completely sort of disintegrated under the hail of gunfire you've levied at it, but it's still sort of just barely holding together. It's obviously not easy to drive with, as Sig probably can attest, but it's not a catastrophic failure. But I think they have to make a drive check against target number. It's probably 6, I think, for their target number. So, which they fail. I think he's gonna karma that. Okay, it barely managed to succeed. Okay, so the car starts like the left tire gets like just starts buckling under its lack of structural integrity, and the guy sort of has to course correct with his driving it, whoever it is, but he does manage to. He almost crashes into the side of the road near into one of these old abandoned buildings, but besides that, he just starts gutting it. And with the busted tire, he's not making a lot of headway, but he's starting to try and tear down the street away from you. If you want, you guys can take another shot at about probably like 20 meters now.
Yep, yeah, definitely take a shot.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
long.
It's basically +1, but now since the angle between you and the car, it's moved down the street, so you're firing at more of an angle. It has a +2 cover from the wheel well.
Okay, so 8.
Okay.
And Ice in Combat Pool hasn't refreshed.
Probably not. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. And the power rating of your pistol?
6L.
6L. Okay. Yeah. Powerless. Okay, so yeah, you let out a shot, but you're not able to. Or you hit the tire, but maybe it's in a part that's already been sort of mostly torn away by all the damage you've already done, and you don't manage to damage it any further. Who's next?
So go for the front tire now. That we've
Okay.
hurt this one a bit. So, happened. Hey,
What's your base?
it was 4 was the base, and then
Well, it's 20 meters away now.
oh, sorry. All right, twas. Oh.
It's probably long range. Heavy pistol.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Heavy pistol, it's just within medium range. So it would be a +1 to whatever your last roll was.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, 20. Okay. So yeah, last roll was 4, so this will be 5. Damn, if it only was still 4. All right. Well, that's one success.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. and your power is 6M, right? Okay, and you're firing at the front one? Okay.
It's fletched. When
Yeah.
it's fletched, it's not that. Okay.
You take a shot at the front tire, and your fletchets tear into it. Takes a decent chunk out of the tire, but these, whoever these guys are, whoever their driver is prepared for things like this, and it's still holding. It's definitely reinforced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah, you've weakened it.
Jill, also, I don't know if I noticed earlier or not, but is the sedan that the other people were killed in, or outside of, does it appear to be rigger compatible, or would I have to get a closer vantage point on that?
Well, it's definitely not set up for a dwarf.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or wait, did I say no? Wait, did I say one of the bodyguards was a dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, it is set up for a dwarf, but it's not rigged. You can tell.
Interesting.
It maybe has a data jack port, but that's about it.
Okay. Cool.
All right, who's Samted bringing up the rear?
Sure. So it was 5 last time, but I guess I bursted. So what is the target number goes up by 2, 3 for that?
Well, I think you have
At
a
long range,
SMG,
or
so it's
20 meters?
medium range now. So go up by 1, and then it's the second burst. So you have recoil compensation of 3, right? I think so.
I'm actually not sure.
I think it is. Let's see, 16. Yeah, you have 3 if you're using 1 with the stock, with the collapsible stock, which I'll say. I
Yeah, I'm
suppose,
just using 1. So.
Okay. So yeah, so
Uh,
it would go up by another 2. So it would go up by 3 to whatever your last shot was.
So target number 8.
Yeah, are you firing at the rear tire or the front one?
If Stig switch targets, I'll fire at the front left now.
Okay. Alright, 2. That's 7. Okay. So you got 1. Okay, so you take another burst at the front tire this time after taking aim, and slam into it. And once again, this tire is starting to look like the rear one, and is sort of falling apart, barely holding itself together. So I guess they'll make another crash check. Target number still 6. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty bad. Okay, so yeah, he as the front one goes out, you can tell that steering, or as the front one starts to disintegrate, you can tell the steering's got a lot harder, and it just like starts understeering right into a pile of like rubble obscuring like a part of the right side of the street, and it like just slams up and like gets stuck on top of that, and you can see like who's ever driving is trying to spin the tires, get loose, but they're stuck. And I guess we'll roll initiative at this point, since you see the doors on the van start to open. So.
Interesting.
Right.
Reinforcement.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, All right. Oh, shit. Yeah, then that's right. Wait. It's not just Ricky. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So screw it. We'll use that for their marker. Wait.
Oh shit.
This is just markers. They don't reflect what these people look like. Six. And
There you go.
and it all automatically filled in. Okay, so we've got Dith. Also red. No, never mind. We'll do
What?
that when it comes to.
Yeah, no. Mind.
Okay.
Okay, so Dith, what'd you get?
10.
All right, Samson.
I'm sorry, for initiative?
Yeah, what'd you get for initiative?
18.
18, nice. Sig.
26.
All right. Very good. All right, Sig, you're first to go. Yeah, they basically broken out of the vehicle, one from each door. You got the driver, the front side passenger, and the two rear passengers appear to be all exiting the vehicle at once.
Okay. So yeah, Sig will post up against the corner of the rubble pile where she's trying to take a bit more cover. And she'll flick her pistol into burst fire. Let's see. Well, okay, so they are pretty well armored, correct?
Who saw that? Yeah, Samson saw it. Yeah, they're not like super well armored. They're probably as well armored as you guys are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're wearing professional gear.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's see. Where's the... Aries. Where's it? Okay, yeah. Fires fletched ammunition. Oh. It can only fire fletched. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I was gonna see if she could switch to regular ammo, but no such luck. So, yeah. She'll fire fletched at, I guess, the rear passenger, the closest target. Kind of holding her ground, so I guess she's still at 20 meters.
Yep. Yeah, they're all about 20 meters.
Okay. Are we fresh on control pool or combat pool?
Yeah, I mean it's a new round. It's the first round of combat or turn.
Excellent.
So you're taking a shot at one of the guys coming out the left side.
Left back, yeah, left rear side.
Okay, left rear. All right.
Yeah. All right. So let's see.
Yeah. Wait, let me see. if during all that fire they noticed you. I'll say you guys, yeah, you're firing. Did you guys use? I mean, I know Sampton doesn't have a suppressor or anything. Were you guys using anything like that?
Well, the Ares Viper Silver Gun has a built-in silencer.
Okay. So you were using a silencer, but I'm assuming Sampton wasn't.
No.
What about Dith?
No, I didn't account that into my target numbers. So no.
Okie dokie. So plus. Okay. So they have to roll an 8 to notice Sig and a 6 to notice the rest of you. Just that. Yeah. Okay, so they notice all of you. Or they at least know your general vicinity.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think he will. No, he's not gonna dodge it just yet.
Okay. So,
Basically, whatever your target number was before.
6, it's 5. I hate 22.
Okay, so you got 3 at 6S, right? But that's Fletchet.
Yep.
Okay, these guys are armored. So. They're devastating as and we'll cut through. Where's the rules for against unarmored targets. Against armored targets, if target's armored, he's either double its impact or its normal ballistic. Okay. Yeah, double the barrier rating of any barriers fired at. Also double the value of any vehicle armor. Thermal armor negates the damage. Increase. Oof, okay. Beep bap D. Okay. So that would 6M. So he has to resist 6M. I think you might throw a little combat pool into this. We'll say this guy's the driver. This guy's the rear left. This guy's the front passenger. This guy's that. Okay. So he's gonna use a combat pool. Okay. Wow. Only one success. Right? Or wait, no. I forgot to add his armor. Or double. Okay, it doesn't matter. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that would mean he gets a net success of 2. So he stages the damage down to light, right? It was medium to start with.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
After,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so he takes a light wound as some of your fletchets tear into maybe like his thigh or something.
Yeah. Is that ballistic that factors in that, or impact?
It's either ballistic or double the impact. And anyone who has dermal armor ignores the damage level increase of fletchet.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool.
All right. Now it's his turn. Actually, whoops! I did the wrong. Oh no, whatever. Okay. So he is going to. Let's see. He's about 10 meters away from the car. He's like, okay. So I can move 6 meters walking. 18 running divided by 3. So I think he's just gonna take cover behind one of the doors. They're gonna leave all the doors open, so the guy at the rear left is gonna sort of maybe walk around the door. Okay, so he's got each. Okay, so that would be base 4, 5, 6. Okay, and you have cover, so his target number to hit you is going to be 10. He's going to put a little bit, he has light wound, so it's 11. You can put a little catapult into that. And take aim. So it would be 10. Where's his skills? Oh. Oh, okay. Oof, okay. He gets 2 successes. So Sig, you have to resist 6m damage.
Excellent. Alright. Is that okay.
It would be your ballistic armor.
Is that do I add that?
You
to my roll?
subtract that from the target number.
Which would be 6?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So my ballistic is 5.
Okay.
2.
2.
Right. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you get a net result of 3, which stages down to light.
So just down to nothing. Nice. Cool.
No, light.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so he fires back and manages to even hit you behind your cover in the dim lighting. Okay. Next guy to go is the rear right. He'll probably just walk around to the front.
Walk it out, hey, walk it out.
Okay, 2, 3. I think he has the same target number. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. His is 9 because he's not injured. And yeah, I mean the shots they've seen this round have come from Sig, so they're gonna roll that up. He has not used any combat pool, so he'll use a little bit of that. 9. And he needs 9 or better. Oof, no luck. Okay, so you take a shot right off the rubble you're hiding behind. Yeah, but he's sort of post up behind the rear of the vehicle. He's got the van in between you guys. Sampton, you're up.
So which of these guys sustained a flesh wound?
The rear left. The guy got out of the rear left took a glancing blow from Sig's fletchet rounds.
Okay. Samson will take aim at him. And I guess we'll fire off a burst. See what we got here.
Alright, he's got cover now. So what's you're gonna take a +2 from the lighting. Actually no, +4. And he's got cover now, which is another +4. So whatever your last shot was, +8.
Really? I still have the burst penalty from.
Oh no, you can ignore that.
So just okay. So it's just 13. Jesus.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
It would be your medium, which is 3. It would be 3 + 8, which would be 11. So yeah, it'd be 11, not 13.
11 or not 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Way too low. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, 1. And this guy is not dodging, he's trusting his cover. Okay, so yeah, he has to resist. What's the 10S?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's okay. So he has to resist. Target number is 5. You hit this guy. Okay, yeah, he hears the burst. We'll add a little sting to that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you only got 1, so he gets 2. So he stages down to a moderate. Okay, so you let out a burst, and you managed to hit him, sort of like climbing up his arm as he's sort of taking cover behind the door, returning fire. And yeah, you definitely drew a lot of blood on that one. Okay, yeah, you took aim, fired. All right.
You have to declare movement before you act, right?
Yeah, because your movement affects things for the rest of that, of your actions. So if you want to move, yeah, you have to decide beforehand before you fire. Okay, this guy is the front right. Okay, yeah, he's going to. He just sort of stands up. You see him like coming up over top of the SUV, like he maybe standing on like the seat or something and looking over top of it. And he returns fire at Sampton. He's going to try to suppress the guy who's burst firing his friends. Yeah, and he's going to make a burst fire back at you.
I'm going to try and dodge.
Okay. And I guess his target number would basically be the same. You guys are sort of equality. All right. So
I roll that now or after?
Well, how much? When you say dodge, whenever you want to dodge, if I'm saying someone's attacking you, just say like dodge 4 or dodge 2 or dodge 3, just so I know how much combat pool you're spending beforehand.
Dodge 3.
Okay. And then you just roll 3d6, take it out of your combat pool, and every 4 or better counts as 1 success for the dodge. Yes, his target number is 11. He hasn't used any combat pool, so yeah, he'll use some of that. So he gets 1 success, but you get 2 on your dodge. So you manage to duck behind cover real quick as he lets out a burst at you. Yeah, it just slams into the cover. Other guy, so let's see, he can run 6 meters. And this is the driver. Okay, you see the driver sort of run over around the front of the vehicle and sort of jump. You lose sight of him as he sort of goes into the row of abandoned buildings on the other side of the road. All right, Dith.
Alright, so about how far is the closest one from us?
They're all about 20 meters away.
Okay. Let's see. Long shot. Okay, yeah, at least I'll take a shot at the closest one to us. I guess the closest that has the least amount of cover. I guess they'll
they've all got cover at this point.
Okay.
But the one who's taken the most damage is, the one in the rear left. He's been hit pretty bad.
Okay. So I'll take a shot at him. So it's long range for me, so that's 6.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna move. I will take aim first.
You have natural low light, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So it's just a further +6 from his cover and the lighting.
6. Okay, so 12 minus 2 is 10.
Sounds right. He will try to dodge this thing.
So no successes.
So, yeah, he uses the last of his combat pool to dodge with no need. You see he ducks back, but your shot goes wide across the door.
That's all my actions.
All right, Siggy.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I have an NBA fantasy league we're drafting 20 minutes. I mean, I'm still gonna be playing at the same time, but
Multitasking. Cool.
yeah, I'm the commissioner, so I'm just trying to rally the troops. All right. Anyway.
Nice.
Okay, so they've moved into like cover behind the car
Yeah.
or their vehicle. Okay. So and they're aware of all of us. So let's see. Vantage point. Okay. Well, she's gonna try and move around the rubble, disengage, I guess, up front, and kind of move carefully, behind this pile of rubble, see if she can get a better angle by moving around
All right, cool. Are you moving? So you're moving like down the street towards them?
towards them, but trying to keep line of sight blocked between me and their holdout point, if possible. I mean, if not, just try and like dive or, you know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can take like total cover and be like, but I mean, obviously you can't shoot at them if you're not if you're not
Exactly,
peeking at
but
them.
if,
Okay.
if she can find she's looking for a vantage point where she can at least aim at one and minimize his cover as much as possible. So she's trying to flank, in a sense.
Gotcha. So your quickness is 6, right?
Yep.
Okay, and dwarves get a ×2 bonus to running.
Yep.
So 12 divided by 3. So you could run 4 meters or walk 2.
She's running 4. Yeah.
Okay. So you run up 4 meters up the street. So just remember they're only 16 meters away from you now. And you taking a shot? You're not able to like negate their cover with just that little bit of distance yet.
She'll keep running. Dash.
There's no dash.
Okay. Then yeah. I mean, yeah, she'll. Well, no. Could I use my action to be quiet or stealthy about it? Try to.
Sure. I mean, I'll give you a -4 because you're like running through the rubble and stuff.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Let's see.
What did I roll for this?
Isn't it? I think it's 5. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're not. I mean, even if their target number to see you would be 2. I mean, I guess I can roll it, but probably not gonna. They're not gonna lose sight of you. No. So yeah, you're like running over. You're like knocking over like crumbled bits of like plaster walls and stuff. You're not able to be too unobvious about it.
All right. Cool. Well.
But you're not taking a shot. You're just taking like full cover. You're
taking full cover for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So even if they wanted to shoot at you, they'd have to shoot through like stuff. All right. So the guy who's gotten hit a lot. Seppuku. I think. Yeah, these 3 are just sort of engaging you. He takes his pistol and he levels a shot at Sampton. They still consider you the most dangerous. And yeah, he's moderate wound this time, so I think his target number against you is 11. Yeah, it's 8 plus 3. Yeah. And then moderate wound. Oof, so 13. So target number is 13 versus Simpton. Yeah, no way. He totally misses you. Actually, it was 12. No. Since he didn't take aim, he'll take another shot. Yeah, nope. Okay, so he takes a couple shots at you. You're just trying to return fire. The other guy, this is that guy at the rear of the vehicle. Yeah, you see him also sort of break contact and run 6 meters over into the other side of the street. And he sort of take cover behind the rubble. You can't see him. but it's your turn. So you can still see the guy at the rear left of the vehicle and the guy sort of in the front right who's like over top of the vehicle shooting at you.
And rear left is the one that we've already tagged a few times?
Yep.
Rear left it is.
Alright. You burst fired last time. Are you burst firing again?
Yeah, I might as well. Out of combat pool, so what the hell,
So that's
why not?
another... That's a +2.
That's fine. But I'll take aim. So,
You took aim last time though, right?
yeah, can you only do that, like...
No,
once
I mean it's
per-
fine. It's just, it's already calculated, so just add 2, whatever your last roll was.
Oh,
It should
okay.
be like 13, right? Or no,
Yeah.
your last attack was 11 or 10?
Yeah, I think it was
yeah.
11 last time.
Alright.
Now it really is 13.
Alright. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you basically guys are just trading shots, each levying your cover to stay out of line of sight. Okay, the front right is going to take a shot at Sampton, I guess, yeah. He's still got some combat pool left. He takes aim and he fires. So you have the same exact target number to hit, which is 13. Cool. Nope. So he misses 2. That's the rest of his combat pool. Alright, the driver, who is making his way down there, moves another 6 meters, and he's not trying to be stealthy about it, so you can see him like from behind in the rubble, across the street. You see the driver sort of running over, and then sort of dies behind cover again. Dith is done. Sig, last 2.
All right. So I guess Sig will she'll keep moving behind the rubble, through it, and try to get a better angle still.
Okay, so you move another 4 meters down. So now they are 12 meters away from you.
12. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, this guy.
So I assume it would be. Sorry, that wasn't it.
Oh, the rear left would have gotten knocked down to 19. Oh yeah. You're shooting.
The front of the of the car van, the SUV, I guess has like a dip. So I would assume that if anyone's there, that would be maybe the best angle. The front
What do you say?
of the at the front of the vehicle. If somebody's
SUV?
like over the hood, yeah.
Yeah, there's no one at the front. There's a guy like over, like he's basically like standing on the lip of the passenger side and like firing over top of the vehicle.
Okay. Damn, I really got to take throwing weapons. Grenade right now would just be so perfect.
Yeah. I think you've lessened the cover for the guy at the back left.
Okay.
If you wanted to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
yeah,
you've just been sprinting for the past 2.
Or not. Can I take aim right now?
No. Because you're moving.
Okay, yeah. That's right, because I'm moving. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a further like +6. You're like running over difficult ground.
Okay. So my target number, if I'm at 12, he's still.
Yeah, if it was, so it's a -2 because of his lessened cover, but +6, so +4. It's whatever your last shot was.
Which is 5, so +5, so 9.
Yeah, and I think he's still at medium range.
I'm gonna do a karma. Let's
Okay.
see what I got. I got 1 right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
2 tries, no dice. Okay, Sig was the last one to go. So yeah, re-roll initiative.
Wait, did I use 3 phases?
Yeah, that was your 3rd one, I believe. Yeah.
Damn. What?
Wait, why isn't it updating that? I mean, this guy's a -2. Christ. Do I have to delete that first? Interesting. Oh yeah, just yeah, that makes sense. Doing it right.
That sounds an idiot. You heard it here first.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to help me out, I mean, like you can use that trick to roll straight to the tracker, like this. Just stake out the period between the ampersand and the brackets tracker, and that would sort of speed things up.
What does that do?
You just highlight your piece. So like click on Sampton, have like the bubbles pop up, and then do your initiative roll, and then brackets tracker. So this guy again.
Did it roll it right to the turn order?
Yep.
Oh, sick.
Where is it at?
It's my last roll. Use that as an example.
But without the period.
Yeah.
The ampersand, is there no space?
Yeah, no space. Just no. Take out the period, no space.
And brackets tracker. Huh. Ampersand. Brackets bracker. Brackets bracker.
Brackets bracker. Bracket tracker. Okay, but Sampton, what'd you get?
24.
Oh, very nice. Stith.
11.
Go twice. Sig.
18.
Okay. Red and Weebo.
Hey.
Roll a 1d4 minus 1.
1d4 minus 1. Boom.
Yes.
Okay, you'll appear next round. Having
Wow. I got
left.
that quick.
4, yes! Good roll!
Bullvi will get there a little slower. He didn't get the midnight special. But yeah, so you'll roll initiative next time, Red, and Bullvi will roll initiative 3 more turns from now. Okay, so this is Driver Man. So he's moved 12 meters. Or no, they would have finished their movement. No one else was moving. Okay, so we didn't miss that. So they would have moved 18 meters down. Okay, so they're basically like level with you guys across the street in the buildings. You see them pop up from where they were hunkered down at the end of the last round. And the one guy will throw something towards you guys.
Oh, God.
I guess you'd be able to see, considering what it is. You see him pop a flare, and he tosses it over to your side. Let's see how accurate he is with his skills of throw. Let me update their combat pool. I forgot to do that. Make sure you guys also do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Okay, so he'll put a little bit on it. Okay, so we got 168. Oops.
Tap, tap.
Tappity. Tap. Target make a success test. Determine the range. So I think he's alright. So many rules.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1d6. Okay. So it lands sort of off. What the hell is I thought grenades were on here. Scatter. That's a scatter diagram, but not the actual range. I want to see this before I do anything. Okay, standard grenade over short distance, scatters 1d6 meters. Oops. Okay, so he overthrows it a little bit, and it scatters, or it lands like behind you into your right. But it does sort of provide them a little bit of illumination for you. He was short, and that is his turn. Same thing.
So what range are we at now?
The two people who flanked around are at 12 meters away from you. The other two are still at 20.
I assume that the more wounded ones kind of stayed where they were.
Oh wait, no, they ran 18, so they're like right across the street from you. So that's like 5 meters.
So that's close range.
Yeah,
Or no,
for sure.
0 to 10. So but those are squares, I guess.
Yeah, those are meters.
Okay. Cool.
So it's a close range battle.
Either of these guys taking damage that moved up?
Nope.
Didn't think so. Alright, well, time to try and dissuade one of them. Let's, okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna burst. Just trying to figure out which combat pool to use. That sounds like a good number. Okay.
So what would they still have cover, they're still in dim light. So it'd be +8. 2 + 8, taking aim would be 9. Okay, so you get 1 success. So the damage is 7s.
10s for burst fire.
Oh yeah, 10s, right. Okay. So it's definitely gonna use some combat pool. Oh, so you're gonna use some. Okay.
Alright.
Oops. And his target number is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you got 1, so you got 4 net. So he's gonna take a light wound. As you clip him as he comes over when he tossed the flare over to you guys. Okay, these guys. This is the guy in the back left. He's gonna take a shot at Sig. You're 12 meters away now, right, Sig?
Yep.
Well, then, okay. So it's still medium.
I am
He's
also
still
lightly.
Yeah, I don't think that matters for you.
Okay.
Or him trying to hit you. I think it's just 3 + 4 + 4, so it's 11, and he is moderately wounded. So his target number is 13. Just gonna put a little combat pool on that.
Okay.
And miss. She takes a shot at you. Now that he's noticed you come around, trying to flank him, but he misses. Takes a second shot because he didn't
I'm gonna dodge.
aim. Okay. But that gives him a +1, so it's 14. Oh, disregard the last 4. Sorry. But he hits. How much did you choose to dodge?
So I haven't done it. Okay. I'm gonna dodge 3. Give me some sugar.
Okay, so you're only lightly wounded, so you succeeded twice. So yeah, you dodge out of the way.
Alright.
Just barely. Yeah, the shot cracks right above your head where it used to be, and you breathe a sigh of relief.
Alright.
So that is his turn. Now it's the guy sitting over top. He sees you two having your little gunfight over there. He goes to help protect his guy on the other side of the vehicle. His target number is only 11. Because he's not injured. Okay. So he takes his first shot, target number 11. And hits. So you have to resist. He is burst firing. So you have to resist 8S.
Does that
He's
mean?
got sort of this micro SMG, yeah.
Okay. Shite. Okay. So it's just my body, right? I can't do any.
Body plus combat pool if you have it.
Oh, plus combat pool. Awesome.
Yeah, as much as you want to spend. Up
As
to
much
the-
as the body. Up to the
Yeah.
body, yeah. Alright. Oops. Got that right. Oh, shit, drive back.
It's minus your ballistic armor, of course.
Oh, which would be 2.
No, what?
Or
It's
ballistic
8S,
armor. Yeah, sorry.
so it'd be 3. Plus 1 because you're wounded, so 4.
Yeah.
So you got 3 to his 1, so you stage it down to moderate.
Moderate. Okay, so it's 3 boxes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so they're putting the shots down on you. Sig, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. Okay, so the guy with the submachine gun, is he?
Oh wait, you're at a moderate wound now, but you were at light before. Okay, so that doesn't affect anything. But you're at a 17 initiative now.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. So. Okay, so that guy. So the guy with the submachine gun, where's he shooting from?
He's like over top of the vehicle, like on the passenger side, the front passenger seat, shooting at you. So you can see like his upper torso over the top of the SUV.
Okay, well she'll pause now after running the last 2 turns and
Yeah.
have a
Running modifiers reset.
careful aim across the rebel, and then also try to hit this guy right in the head.
Okay, and you have natural and thermal vision.
All of that,
It's +2, +4, 6. So it's +6 to whatever your medium range is.
Okay, medium's 5.
Oh, +2 for your wounds. So
Plus
8.
2.
So
13.
is your base medium to
It's
hit?
5.
Is 5. But don't you have like laser sight and stuff?
Oh, right. Okay, but factoring then, yeah.
Yeah, you should really pre-calculate your short, medium, long, and extreme base target numbers. That'll save a lot of time.
Okay.
So your base medium would be 4, right? Do you have any other bonuses besides your laser sight?
Just taking aim.
Okay, so your base short would be 3, your base medium would be 5, your base long would be 5, or your base medium would be 4, long would be 5, and extreme would be 8.
Okay.
So those are your base numbers we're working on. And then you're taking aim, which would mean it's a 3 plus 8 for the lighting, your injury, and his cover.
Okay.
So you're looking at 11. Yes.
Right.
Oh. Nope.
Okay. Very well.
All right.
So duck back down.
Yep. Okay, who's next? The other guy who flanked. Okay, so he's going to take a shot at Sampton. Luckily now the lighting is much more favorable for them, so they don't have the -4, the +4, but you still have cover, which is 4.
I'm gonna dodge
Okay.
2.
All right, so he has not been injured. Yeah, so his target number is 7. So yeah, he's gonna take a shot. Yeah, dodge 2. You got 1 success, but he only gets 1 success. Wow. So you dodge. You sneak down behind cover, and he misses you with his first shot. He's going to take a second, but I don't think he's going to spend any combat pool. So he's taking a second shot at you, Sampton. Target number is now 8, and misses a second shot. So just trading shots back and forth in the cover. Dith, what are you doing? You're muted, buddy.
There's sorry. So there's other 2 still behind the car and 2 flanking around.
Yeah, there's the one guy who's on the face of the car that's facing you, but he's behind one of the doors, and the other guy's behind it, over top of it, and then there's 2 across the street from you.
And they're both flanking the same direction.
Yeah.
Okay. The one who was at the back left door, is he still there or no? The one who had the most damage.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
He's the people at the car are engaging Sig, who's moved up the left side towards him.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to pop a shot at that guy behind the back left door again.
Okay.
So we still at 15 meters, is that right? Or 20 meters?
Yep. So that's
Okay,
and he is the lighting and the cover is +6.
Okay. Is the lighting any better now, or no? Not.
No. It's
Okay.
better around you and Sampton because they threw a flare, but
Okay. 12 minus 2 is 10. How far would I have to move to get out of that flare lighting?
I think it casts light in like let me see. Flare. No, that's micro. Shoot red. Illuminate an area. Wait, no. That's I think it's pretty good range actually, apparently. Yeah, I'll say it's like maybe 20-meter radius.
Okay, but they're not included in that, I assume.
No. Because they threw it behind you.
Okay.
Wait. Let me check. I don't know if it actually says if it gives a number. To the actual range. Actually, I think, yeah, I'm sorry. I think it actually illuminates the whole sort of playing field. Yeah. So now sort of everything is bathed in that light. So,
Okay.
anyway, so from now on, everyone's can ignore lighting penalties. Maybe.
So with just the cover, it's +4 for them, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So it'd be 10 minus 2, so 8 would be my target number. So yeah, taking aim, so 8. Let's see. And back left guy.
Okay. Oh, no.
Okay.
Slams into the door. Okay. So now driver who's flanked around. Still the same target number of 7 to try and hit Sampton. She'll take no, she's not going to use combat pool. Alright, so he takes a shot at you, Sampton. Misses. Takes a second shot at a +1 and hits. But you dodge. Oh my god, the dodge is real. Okay. 2 successes canceled out by 2 dodges. Success. So Sampton's just narrowly avoiding hits, and it's your turn.
I guess I'll burst fire at there's only 2 guys on the other side of the street now.
Yep.
So I'll fire at Mr. Lightly Wounded.
Okay. Yeah, your target number base should be 7
Okay.
for short range and just the cover.
Cool.
Alright, nice. You hit.
And take aim and such and such.
Oh yeah, he'll try to dodge. Should have said that before, but that's what I saved his combat pool for. And light wound. Even with the light wound, he succeeds. So he also throws himself behind cover just as your shot rings out over his head. Oh, but wait, you burst. Bursts are harder to dodge. He does not dodge. He hits.
Oh, Jan.
Has to resist 10s. And he used his combat pool. What a doofus. Okay. His target number is 5 to resist. Or 6 for him because he's injured. And he gets 4 to your 1, which gives him a net of 3. Which stages it down once to a moderate. And so bam, gets hit with a moderate. Yeah, you catch him peeking. And he takes it right in the shoulder. And you took aim, okay? And now it is rear passenger side guy. I guess he's gonna take a shot at Sig.
Dodge, please.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, and his target number, close range.
36.
Oh wait, no, he's medium range, so 3 plus 4, 7. Plus his injury, so 8. No, 9. Does he have combat? Yeah, he'll use 2. Oof, nope. Not anywhere close. Yep. So you throw yourself behind, but the shot doesn't even make contact with your cover. Misses. He takes another shot, base bonus. But now it's a +1, so his target number is 10. And misses the second shot. Alright, guy over the top. Okay, he takes a shot at you, Sig.
Is this some bro?
Yeah, it's SMG guy.
Oh. I mean, dodge. God damn it.
Okay. And he SMG'd before. He SMG'd.
Oh. I'm dodging pretty good tonight, though. And moderately wounded.
So he's +2. So I think his target number is 9. Combat. Wow. Okay. Oops. Okay, he misses. Yeah, he took aim. Alright, sick.
Okay. I'm gonna take aim at the guy shooting over the top. Am I being? You said I'm being flanked right now, though.
No. I said the guys you were trying to flank.
Are
They're the one who shot at you.
okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I will look over the top and I'm gonna take aim. So we're back to 11, I guess.
Yeah. Should be, yeah, same as last time.
Yeah. All right.
Nice. You hit. So that's 6S, but fletch it, right?
Great.
Okay. Okay, so his target number is gets the damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. It's net 8 to your. Alright. So yeah, you hit him, but it looks like whatever he's wearing underneath absorbed most of the shot. Alright. This guy is also down with Sampton. He'll use a little bit of combat pool. Take aim. Take a shot at Sampton. So his target number is 6. 3, 4. Yeah, -1. Alright. 56. So he gets 2 successes against you, Sampton. So you have to resist 6m damage. 6 minus your ballistic armor. He's the target.
It's either 5-3 or 3-5. I can't remember.
I think it's 5-3.
Okay.
So your target number is 2. Have you been injured or anything?
No.
Okay.
So just roll body.
Yeah, body plus any combat pool if you want or have any left. Yeah.
You don't. Okay. I think that's enhanced body.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Such an F and E. Damn.
But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to his 2, so you got a net 3. So you stage it down 1. You take a light wound.
So this is 1 block of damage.
Yep. As his bullet catches you in like maybe the lower arm. All right, Dith.
Right. So instead of taking aim, I'm gonna try not to pop off 2 shots. The guy back left of the van.
All right. Should be same as last time except +1.
Right, so 9 target number. So we use last 2 combat pool on the first one. Oh, man. 3 successes, alright.
Oh, he would have. Sorry, I forget to say that they're dodging, but they do. But his target number is 6 to dodge because he's injured. Jesus. Okay, he got 1 on the dodge. But that's not enough to negate your attack fully. Yeah, so you still have 2 net. So he rolls his body against 6L.
Yeah. 26.
Yeah, his target number is 2. Or no, it's 4. He's hit. But he got 3. So he only got 1 net success.
No, 26.
What?
Sorry, no.
So yeah, you got 3. You got 1 from dodging, and then 1, 2, 3 from his resist. So he has 4 to your 3, because that only gives him 1. So he takes a light wound.
Right.
Yep, you catch him.
And then take a second shot.
Yep. So it's a +1 for the second shot.
Right, so 10 target.
Okay. Second shot hits the door frame. Alright. Driver bro, who is now moderately wounded, takes a shot at Sampton. So his target number is now 7 base +2, so it's 9. So he's gonna take a couple shots at Sampton. No combat pool. Shot 1 misses just barely. Shot 2. Yeah, second shot would be 10. Second shot hits you, Sampton. You have to resist 6M again. Which you want to. You're lightly wounded now?
Yeah.
Okay, so your target number is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 though. So you stage it down to another light wound.
So am I still lightly wounded?
Yeah, you're not considered moderately wounded until you have 3 boxes of damage.
Okay.
Okay. That is his turn. Sampson, you're up.
phase 3?
Yep.
Okay.
So am I just exchanging gunfire with this same guy who, like, we're damaging each other?
Yeah, pretty
Wait.
much. You guys are trading back and forth across the street. There's 2 of them over
Alright.
there.
Yeah, well, fuck this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll take aim. See if we can get another burst here.
All right. So you're still light. So your target number is base 8.
Okay.
But wait, you've been bursting every turn, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this would be the 3rd one. So that would be 2. So that's +5.
So no success?
No. Because your target number would be 13. For like the pretty much full auto fire, you're just bursting every time. Yeah, so you're just sort of like peppering the cover in front of him. Yeah, that was like 3. What's 6 times 3? So that's 18 rounds you fired already. Probably have to reload soon. So the guy behind the rear back door.
I admire your persistence.
Rear back takes a shot at Sig.
No, I can't.
Let's see. Yeah, I think he's used up everything. So his target number versus you is medium 3, 4, 7 plus 2. So his target number is 9, right? Yeah. Miss first shot. 10. Target number for the second. Hits.
Oh, snap.
So you gotta resist 6M. Which is base 2. What would be the target number for you? Are you lightly wounded? Moderately. Okay, so it would be 4. So you get 1, 2, 3 to his 1. So you stage it down to a light. So you guys are trading blows back and forth. Each getting hurt. The guy over top of the vehicle levels a burst and takes aim, but his target number will be the same as Samson, which is 13. And he has no combat pool. Alright, he takes burst to you, Sig. Ooh, just misses. Alright. Alright. Reroll knit. And red, roll this time as well.
Oh, baby. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Am I on the turn order thing?
You should automatically, as long as you highlight your token and then roll it up.
Okay.
Should automatically add you. 3, 6,
Hey, there we go.
yeah.
I did it right. Just one shy.
Damn it.
Does that work? Yes. Okay, but he's also -2. This guy's the same. Alright. Good. These guys are uninjured. Alright. Okay. So Samson, did that work for you? No, I don't think it did.
Yeah, I didn't, I forgot to add in the hand tracking. But I'm at
Okay, gotcha.
18.
Okay. Did it? Yeah, it worked for. Okay, cool. 18. Sig, did it work for you?
I don't think he did it either.
Nope, sorry. Oh, the tracker thing, right.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure you have your things
Yes.
selected.
minus 9. Oh.
I'm gonna test something out real quick. Playing with macros. Just want to see if this works. Does that? Yeah, it does. Neat. Okay, thanks.
Maybe? Yeah. Sweet. Good
Nice.
to know. Good to know.
Okay. Yeah, you're first, Sig.
Alright. I guess she's feeling like... Oh, man. I'm not quite sure. So what's the current position of all of the...
Pretty much the same as last time. No one moved. Yeah, so you got 2 by the car, 2 across the street from Sampton and Dith.
And Samson and Dith are still... Are you guys at the corner that we started at, or...?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. So I guess... Yeah, she'll take aim again at the submachine guy. And she's kind of got it out for him. He's scripted her up pretty good.
Okay. So yeah, no vision. It's just +4 for his cover, plus your wound modifiers.
Yeah, 2, 6, and no save. 4, 5, 9. Okay, yeah.
It should be like 10, right?
Yeah. 1. Okay. Yep. But yeah, wasn't it 11 though? I think it was 11. Would be what it was last time because I didn't move or anything, or I didn't change condition.
Yeah, your medium range is 4. His cover is another +4, and then +2 from your wounds. I think it's 10. If it was 11, then we miscalculated. It might have been 11 for the second shot if he shot twice.
Oh yeah, it's 10 to 6.
Are you taking aim?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then that's 9 then.
Let's make it. Going to karma.
Yeah, all right, 2.
All right. Well, my last karma.
Oops, let me just refresh stuff here. Okay, so that's 6M, right? Okay, so add a little bit to that. Her starter number is 2. Let's see, isn't taking damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 2 is 7. It's still enough to negate it. So yeah, you tear into him, but he's still just the combination of the car and his armor. It's just you're not able to land clean hits. So it is his turn now. Yeah, you guys are just trading back and forth. He used up.
Dodge.
Okay. He'll use a little bit of combat pull. And his target number to hit you is 7. First in that combat. Oh, whoops. Whoops. For future reference, I guess I totally forgot this, but recoil only affects you for that. Oh wait, combat phase. Yeah, it only affects you for that like pass. So it's not cumulative with every single phase in the turn.
You mean the recoil compensation on your guns?
Yeah, well, like the recoil penalty
Oh,
that
okay.
you would
Yeah.
accrue. It doesn't accrue every turn. You're still getting back into the hang of this combat system. So he bursts at Sig.
Okay. This is, yeah, I already dodged.
Oof, misses. Yeah, and that's it. His turn. Took aim and fired. Red. You come around to corner to this block. You're about whatever. We'll just say you're equidistance. As like Sampton and Diff are. You come around the corner.
From the north, like
Yeah.
I assume that's where it would be. Coming kind of from behind them.
Yeah, definitely. You come around the north, 20 meters down the street, you see like just this hail of gunfire. Like this van is being torn up, and then down the street you see a sedan, and then on either side of the street of that you see like two guys who look like Badlanders or whatever, the Baron types firing over it at your compadres on the other side. And this is all sort of illuminated by the red light of this flare.
Can I see clearly, or is it like?
Yeah, they're all illuminated.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would just.
Because flares apparently illuminate like a city block, which is kind of ridiculous.
Oh Jesus. I mean, I guess I would kind of stay by the corner so that I kind of have some cover. Is there any immediate like things I can hide behind between me and any of the targets?
Yeah, I mean, there's like the two sides of the street are just like broken up buildings and rubble. Yeah, and you can work your way through those.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd kind of move up to the closest pile of rubble. I'd pull out my assault rifle and just kind of open fire, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you did that. You set up. You got all that movement done. Or no, I guess you came onto the scene and then you moved. Okay, so you walked. So what's your base? What range would they be at? They're like 20 meters. Is that like short range? Yeah,
it's short range.
Sick.
Short range is crazy.
And you've got like smart link and stuff, right? So your base short range is 2 plus 1. Oh no, plus 2 for walking on difficult ground because these busted up buildings, and then they have no cover versus you.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So do I have my full actions?
Yeah. You have 2 simple actions or a complex.
So I would take aim at the closest one to me, and I would. So wait, hold on. Can I take aim and then use full auto on my assault rifle?
No, full auto is complex action.
Complex. Fuck it. Just use full auto.
Okay. Distribute your bullets.
I'm just gonna do pump 6 into the closest target, and that will be it.
Okay. Have you calculated the recoil for that?
Not.
It would be. Basically the recoil penalty for that would be 5. The first round obviously doesn't have recoil on it.
Right. So I have recoil compensation 2.
2. Okay. So then it would be just 3.
Okay.
So
7.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
I'll take it. And all right, so I'll add. Do 3.
All right, you got 2. Nice. And they are unaware of you, so they do not dodge. And yeah, this would be against the guy who. Yeah, there's like probably the rear left guy. He's got a lot of hits, so he's gonna try to resist. What's the damage rating?
Give me 1 second. Calculate. It's going to be. So for every 3 bullets, the damage rating goes up. Is that right?
Yes.
So it would be 14 deadly.
All right. So he has armor of 5, so his target number is 9. There he goes. Oh wait, 9, and his wound rating is moderate, so it's 11 for him. You got 2. but you got 2 successes, so he has 0 net successes. So he dies.
Wrecked.
Suddenly from down the street, you see a sudden burst of gunfire, and it just like tears into this guy, and blood just splatters all over the side of the SUV. And the one guy in the bottom, or from the rear left, is now just mincemeat.
Gandalf the White?
Yep. And then I'll kind of duck behind the cover that's in front of me,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right, Sampton.
Alright, so, did Red take out the guy that's one of the 2 guys that are across the street from us, or did he roll up on one of the 2 that stayed?
Yeah, he took out the guy by the SUV.
Oh, okay. So I guess my quarry is still there. So,
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are there. This guy's at the van.
Yeah, Shanton's just gonna take aim and unload on
Okay.
this guy across the street.
Okay, so take aim. So your base. Is it medium or short range? Yeah. It's been short.
These guys are short range.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Across the street. Yeah.
Oh yeah, across the street. Yeah. So 2 plus your recoil is compensated. Plus their cover, so 4, and you're at lightly wounded still.
Yeah, I have 2 blocks of lightly wounded. Miss.
Okay, so you're target number 7.
All right. Come on.
Very nice. Oh yeah, he was gonna dodge. Oops, not that much. All right, so and this is against the guy who you've been injuring.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Thought so. So he only gets 1 dodge, which is not enough. So now he resists. Damage. He needs a 7 or better. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Goddamn. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 to his 2. So you already do serious damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that stage is up to deadly since you got 2 net, and he dies. So yeah, you've been just trading shots, chipping away at each other's cover, and then finally you just sort of are able to line up your shot and predict when he's gonna pop out and shoot, and you just sort of wreck him. His head turns into a popped watermelon. Okay, the other guy next to him. I'm gonna roll to see if they run. What's their professional 3? Okay. So, what's that mean? Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So these 2 guys, or the one guy next to your friend you just massacred, you see him sort of like start to fall back, like through the burnt out buildings and stuff across the street, and he just sort of like runs back there. How far can he run? How many turns are there? 3. Okay, he runs. Yeah, you see him retreat 6 meters back through the buildings, and then just sort of hunker down, not even going to return fire. He just takes full cover. Okay, that's his turn. This guy is dead. Diff.
So there's still another guy who's maintaining the fight.
Sort of. I mean, he hasn't really reacted to what's happened yet. There's like just the guy behind the SUV still just firing across the street at Sig.
Okay. So yeah, Diff will shout out from behind behind this crumbled wall that he's been hiding behind this whole time. That's your time to give up, thug. You keep pressing this, and we're gonna bring you down in a hail of bullets.
Huh. Okay. Give me a negotiate check. Your target number is his intelligence, which is 5. And then he will resist with a willpower check against your charisma, which is 7, right?
What? 4 successes.
Okay. Your charisma is 7, right?
8.
8. Alright, here he goes. Okay, so you got 3 net.
That's a net 3 success.
Yeah, he, what did you say? You said give up, or?
Yeah, give up, or we're gonna basically shred you apart.
Okay, he doesn't say anything in return, but you see him, like, definitely look like, he looks around, he sees his other, he sees 2 of his buddies dead, he sees the other one falling back. It looks like he's probably going to do the same. Alright, Sig.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. So they're falling back now.
The one guy behind the van, like, looks like he is going to, but I mean, he hasn't been able to act yet, so.
Oh, gotcha.
You could give him a parting gift.
Is that the SMG guy?
Yep.
Or Bolton? Oh, okay, yeah. Dude, screw this guy. He's got 3. So that's good. So yeah, she'll take aim.
Okay.
Any
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Oh,
Okay, no dice. Yeah, you take a shot, it ricochets off the top of the SUV, but not towards him. Okay, so he sort of hops down back off the seat that he was standing on, ducks down behind the van, and then I guess Red, you can sort of see he like moves off into the buildings behind him. Looks like he's.
Is that where the other guy went into as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
So how far away is this building from me? And how big is the building, I guess? Like, does it take up, like...
that they're retreating through?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no real, like, you can't even really distinguish where one building used to begin and no longer does. Like, it's all just like rubble and like certain different levels of piles of rubble, and it's all just sort of amalgamated into one sort of thing on each side of the street, and they're just sort of making their way through that rubble and stuff sort of away from.
Can I still see them?
Yeah, you can still. You can't really see the guy down more towards Sampton and Dith, but the guy who just ran away from the van, you can still sort of see. But I mean, he has cover now. From you.
Okay.
And they're both running, so they're tougher shots.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll continue to kind of move, I guess, towards the building that they're kind of retreating through.
Okay, so you can sort of cross the street. Go
and
there.
hopefully get behind some more cover as well.
Okay.
And I'll take aim and I'll fire a burst at the one guy that's retreating.
What are you trying to move at the same time though?
Well, I mean, I moved last round, so I would be moving again this round.
Okay.
So yes. I guess I'd probably shoot first and then move.
Okay. Yeah. That I mean, I think we made the judgment call that, or at least I did. I made the judgment call that you can't take aim and then also move.
Oh, that's right.
Those turns.
Okay. Then yeah, I mean, I'll just fire.
I mean, you could run through and fire 2 shots or whatever.
Yeah, I'll fire 2 bursts off.
Okay. So you run across the street, and yeah. So he has cover now. Still probably short range.
Yeah.
And he's running, which is another +3. So it's +7. And you have recall comp 2.
Yeah.
So your first burst doesn't have any recall penalty.
Correct.
So it's just 9.
All right.
Oh wait, you're running, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm moving.
Is everybody running? Oh god. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's even more.
Okay. Yeah, so that would miss.
Yeah, it's miss.
And then I would just fire again, I guess.
Okay, so your second shot even has a further +3. So it's like 8, 11, 14. It's like 17 to hit at this point. Nope.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you're like charging and like you're like pursuing them while also like laying off fire towards them, but it doesn't hit. It just like slams into some rubble between you and them. They're running off. Okay. Sampton.
So we still got 2 left.
Yeah, but they are in the process of retreating, so running away from you guys.
Are they? What range are they at now?
The guy running away from you would be at about 16 meters away,
Okay.
and the other guy on the truck is, or that retreated from the van, is like 26.
Well, I guess we only need 1 alive. So I guess I'll try and tag 1 here. Whatever I got left here. So.
I mean, you could. I mean, it would be a really tough shot, but you could try being like calling a shot to their leg to like slow them down, or you can just go for the kill. Whatever you're doing.
I think I'll keep bursting them.
Okay.
Because I'll probably take like right at the end of this clip.
I actually don't think you can. No, yeah, it all happens concurrently. All right. So I think that's 1 success, miraculously. Because he's running, which is another +3. So you were at a 7, so now it's 10. So yeah, miraculously you hit him, and he's just in like full retreat, so he's not even dodging. Alright, so he has to resist a burst, spend a little combat pool in that. So it's 10s, right?
Yep.
13. He reduces that to 5 for his armor, he's not injured. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gets 4 to your 1, so he stages it to a light. So you let off a burst, and it sort of like peppers his back, but you can tell just by the way he's reacting. It must have not pierced too much through his armor. Probably only gave him blunt force trauma.
Okay.
Okay, and then on his turn, he runs another 6 meters away from you guys. So yeah, so now he's like 22 away from you, Sampton. Dith.
And about the same distance for me, I see.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see, long shot, 6. He's running +3.
And he has cover.
+4. +4, okay. 9, 13. Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna call a shot on his legs.
Okay.
Try to like get him to trip and fall. So 13, so 17.
Another +4, yeah.
So I'll take aim in my laser sight. So 15. Target number.
All right, here we go. Hail Mary.
What success!
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Arms doors.
I mean, yeah, if you want to.
It's a long shot.
I mean, you
Once
have
I
one
don't have any
success.
karma left to spend, unless if
gotcha.
we've refreshed it somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you hit him in the leg. He goes like he sort of like you like this is a crazy shot. You somehow time it like he's like weaving in between like piles of rubble and like trying to like duck down and like just keep moving when there's like a lull in the gunfire. But you used to sort of like step up, put one knee on like a piece of wall, steady yourself, and then just like let out a shot. And Sampton, you've seen some crazy shit, but this kind of takes the cake. He hits a 20, like a 18 meter, or no, he hits like a 20 meter shot with his pistol, hits this guy right in the calf, and he goes just like tumbling to the ground, just falls over.
Not bad.
All right, Sig.
Alright,
Nice job, dude.
Sig's going to start running back to the bulldog van.
Towards your ride, or
Our ride.
okay,
Or not the bulldog van, sorry, Did's car.
gotcha. Okay, so you go. What's your speed? 6.
Yeah, I'm at 6.
6 times 2
12.
divided by 3. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you start making your way over there. This guy, he's continuing to run off. I don't think he's going to pay any heed to his friend going down. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, so we'll say the guy who was firing over top of the van gets away. He stakes his way through the rubble and, off into the night. Lose track of him. The other guy, though, is down on the ground. It looks like you might have broken his shin bone or something with the shot, and he's trying to crawl away over there, but not doing a good job of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably just kind of immediately charge after the guy that went kind of sprawling.
Does Bull show up by now?
Yeah, Bull. Since we're out of combat, Bull, you come up around the corner, same end of the street as Red.
Just in the nick of time.
Yes, I mean, I'm going to be approaching the guy on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. He's sort of army crawling away, but he hears you coming up behind him, and it looks like he's gonna try to turn around and take a shot at you. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I would just kind of shout out, if you want to live, don't shoot.
Okay, I guess that would be intimidate. Do you have intimidate?
Probably not. Yeah, I'll probably have to default to my awesome charisma.
All right. So defaulting is +4. His willpower is 5, so your target number is 9. And he will try to resist with his willpower against your charisma.
Right.
What's your charisma?
2?
All right. Roll it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, 1 success.
Yes.
He is lightly wounded, so he takes a +1 to this. So his target number is 3.
Nope.
Oh,
Trash. Garbage. Didn't get a glitch.
So he sort of laughs, and he turns around, and he's gonna. I mean. Yeah.
I mean, if he's turning over with the intentions of shooting me, I'm going to be shooting back.
Okay, I'll say you go first, since you're not the one crawling on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to call a shot and try to shoot his hand that he's firing with, essentially trying to knock the weapon away.
Okay. Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll say so it's short range +4.
I don't know how much this takes into effect, but I'm not sprinting after him. Once I'm kind of approaching, I kind of want to slow down to a walk.
Yeah, I mean, we're out of combat, so I won't use all the crazy modifiers. I'll just say your target number is 8, and you can't use combat pool.
Okay, I can't use combat pool.
Nah.
Fair enough.
I mean, even though it's a highly charged situation, you don't have all the adrenaline coursing through you, but you succeed, and you shoot him right in the hand. Probably take off a few fingers, and his pistol goes flying out of his hand.
All right.
He's like, "Son of a bitch!"
Told you not to shoot.
Now you see him sort of half groping for a knife at his side, but you can totally stop him if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would. I'd restrain him.
Okay, you slam your boot down on his arm, stop him.
Probably give him a whack with the butt end of my rifle too.
You might kill him with that, actually.
You trying to knock him out?
Not necessarily knock him out, just kind of rough him up a little bit more,
Just
I
give him
guess.
a
Just
little conditioning not to do that stuff.
yeah.
Bad dog. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
You do that outside.
You just sort of break his nose, and like just blood just starts spurting down.
All right. Yeah, and I mean, I'll kind of just drag him to. I guess, can I see where he was reaching for a knife?
Yeah, it's at his side. It's pretty.
Yeah, I mean,
visible.
I would try to just strip him of all weapons that I can
Okay.
find. I'll try to kind of pat him down and just get everything out.
Yeah. So the pistol he had.
I would have gone flying away, wouldn't it?
Not really. I mean, it's like maybe a meter away. He had a Colt sort of heavy pistol. I don't think he has much else on him. No, but you can definitely tell the stuff he's wearing. He's got like some decent armor on and a knife, which you just take away from him. Yeah. All right, and he's just sort of like, he's like, you fucking broke my nose.
Yeah, I fucking did. And you shouldn't be trying to fight back.
And he's just
So-
like, he's just sort of like out of it.
Kind of drag him to his feet, and I'll kind of start bringing him back towards the van.
Okay. Yeah, you like, maybe you like tie his arms together with some of his clothes. You tear off his like sleeve, tie his arms together or something, and yeah, you like drag him over to the rest of the guys. What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, so Dith is going to make his way to the back of that van and open up the door.
Okay, yeah, you see that duffel bag still. It's actually gone still, but you can hear quick breathing coming from inside.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll just make sure that Samson and Sagar are still standing and that they're okay.
Say right through the car.
Okay, yeah, then I'll turn his attention to the bag.
Okay.
And just kind of talk softly. It's all right. You're safe now.
You hear a few Japanese words tossed back at you.
You look at Samson. Does Samson? Do you
Yeah, I
know?
know. Yeah, I know Japanese.
Okay. So he'll kind of start talking to you, hoping that you can kind of translate. And he'll just say the same thing again. Don't worry, you're safe now.
I threaten him. No.
Okay. Yeah, Samson, you sort of translate. What's your skill level in Japanese?
Read and write, and I think I can read, write, and speak it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have a skill rating for it though.
Japanese for read, write 2.
Okay. Why don't you roll that up for me? Use some of these
Is
language
the-
skills.
I guess the 4 is speaking.
Yep. We'll say the base target number is like 4 to see how well you can. It's been a while since you've stretched your linguistics. Okay. You haven't spoken Japanese in a little while. You're a little rusty. She's also speaking maybe a dialect or something you're not quite familiar with. But you get the message across. You get Dith's messages across, and sort of the bag starts squirming again, and she's sort of just like, "Let me out." Which you translate, Sampton.
Yep. Yeah, so Dith will kind of step into the back of the van, kind of keeping his distance a little bit in case she crashes out. He'll start to unzip this bag.
Okay.
And at least get her head out at least.
Yeah, you start unzipping, and like the person inside just starts like trying to force the bag open and start to crawl out, and you see this sort of like very sort of young teenage Japanese girl, probably not much older than like maybe 16, 17, just trying to like claw her way out. And she's sort of like in a sort of a panicking daze. I mean, she was just kidnapped, and there was all this gunfire and bullets flying everywhere. She was probably also narrowly hit, and so she's sort of just like freaking out, trying to like get out of the bag as soon as possible.
Okay, yeah, Dith will help her kind of squirm out of it, so he'll kind of help pull it off,
Okay.
but not let her like just jump out of the van or anything.
Okay. So yeah, she definitely tries that. She tries to just like sort of fight or flight taken over. She just tries to run immediately.
Yeah, so he'll kind of try to grab her shoulders a little bit, like in a firm but comforting sort of manner, and
Okay.
kind of like sit her.
Give me a strength check. See if we can restrain this waif little. She's not that strong. What's your strength?
3.
3. All right. Hers is 2. So she got 1, but you got 2. So she's sort of, I mean, she's wiry. She's and she's got the fear of death in her. So she's like, she tries to flee, but you like sort of wrap your arm around her shoulder and like sit her down, and then she sort of like calms down.
Okay.
And Sampton, she's just all this while she's just slinging out a line of just the foulest Japanese slurs you can think of. And some you haven't even heard of.
Damn.
So again, Dith will turn to kind of Sampton and tell her she's safe now. We've killed the men who were responsible for this.
I do.
Okay, she sort of spits back. She's like, well, then who the hell are you? Why don't you let me go? Are you with those guys? What the hell are you doing?
I sort of explained the situation to her. Like, no, we sort of killed them. You know, and you know, just keep translating for.
So she's just like not even looking at Dith. Like you're the only one who's sort of talking, and she's like, "So what? You're like good Samaritans or something?"
You could say that. You know, you can tell that like Sampson's not really doing a pretty poor job of communicating. Like you said, he's super rusty here, and she doesn't really seem to be in the most trusting of moods, as it were.
Gotcha. Yeah. So she's just sort of sitting there. She's like, she's like, where are they? Where are those sons of bitches?
Is she a human, by the way?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Anyone who's around her when this like letting her free and everything, give me a if you have any sort of knowledge skills that might relate to pop culture or anything. If not, you can give me just sort of a base etiquette check.
Opera? Esoteric trivia?
Not really.
What?
And it doesn't not opera.
But it's pop culture.
Literature.
Opera hasn't been pop
Modern
culture
art.
for like several hundred years, I think.
Okay.
Seattle High Society?
Seattle High Society. That, yeah. If not, you can just do a base intelligence roll, or just a base etiquette check.
I'm honestly not like that close, so I'm not.
Oh yeah, Red's not there. But I mean, if anyone else is, feel free. Bolvi's checking the bodies. You don't find any money, Bolvi. You find a few quote unquote wallets that have just sort of like blank ID cred sticks, but they look like they're forgeries, obviously. Sampton, wow. So yeah, Sampton and Dith, when you let this person out, Dith, you sort of immediately recognize her as a pop singer called Tagami Yamada. She's like a huge pop star from Japan.
J-pop, oh yeah.
And she's worth like billions.
Damn.
Ransom mission, anyone?
Jack.
Sorry, what's her name was Yatsi?
Tagami Yamada. Daughter, yeah, you also know her father, Shoji Yamada. He owns a not quite a megacorp, but definitely a very influential company, Yamada Industries. And he's worth quite a bit, and his daughter's worth, almost as much by herself, and she sort of became an idol.
Yeah, so when she asks, or when Samson translates why why we're keeping her there, if we're not part of them, we'll kind of turn back to Samson and we're only interested in your safety. We want to know as much as possible about who these people are, so you may be the best to tell us about that.
Samson sort of translates that piecemeal, but she just sort of goes off and she's like, I want to call my father. Let me call my father right now.
Yeah, certainly. We're happy to get you in touch with him. We'd like to have your assurances that you won't be blaming us for what happened to you, and that we don't want your father. We're aware that your father is a very powerful man, so we don't wish his ire on us.
She sort of like looks at you and she says, and she obviously knows like you've recognized her by now. She sort of says like, as long as you give me a phone, we'll be fine. Or I won't, there might even be a reward in this for you if you get me out of here.
Certainly, yes. As I said, we're only interested in your safekeeping. Do you mind if I ask first how you came to be here?
She sort of like, it's like phone first.
All right, yeah, Diffel. I need to head back to my car to actually get a phone that you can call your father on. So, if you'll just wait here for a moment.
Okay, she goes to follow you, but I'm guessing Samson just sort of like, just sort of like shakes
I mean,
his
if
head.
she looks like she's gonna break for it, then yeah. But I mean, if if she wants to walk back with him to make sure that I don't know, he's not going to get.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Not so much running away anymore.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, she
But
follows
I'll
you
walk
back.
over.
Yeah, she follows you back, Dith, like sort of right behind you. She's like a foot, like shorter than you, or maybe even more because you're an elf. But you can tell like she's like breathing down your neck.
Right. Okay.
And as she sees, like maybe she sees one of the dead bodies of these guys who grabbed her, she's like, all of a sudden she's sort of like, she spits a curse out in Japanese, Samson, and she runs over and she starts like kicking him with her heels.
Samson, get her back.
Yeah, she's like not stopping on her own. Time to gingerly. All right, just keep moving.
Okay, you like pull her away and she's like flailing. She's like, "God, motherfucker, I'll fucking kill you."
He's dead, Miss Yamada. He's dead.
Okay. She finally like sort of relents, and you drag her back to the car behind Dith.
So as we're heading back to my car, Dith will kind of take a leisurely pace and try to make conversation, try to like get something out of her before they get back to the car, to his car, and get the phone. And so he'll, and again through Samson, he'll, why were you even in the States performing over here? Or were you taken back from while in Japan?
says, "Of course I was performing here, and haven't you heard of me?" And Samton, I don't know how much of that snark you translate, but it's pretty thick.
Virtually none of it.
Okay. So you're starting to wonder, like, she's talking to Samton way different than he's talking to you.
Miss Yamada, I
Also,
would love to meet
Samton,
you.
she's referring to Dith as idiot every time she talks to you about him. Just
I leave that out.
okay.
See, that's the only thing Samton translates as. Idiot. Idiot. Is that what she said? Like 30 seconds. Yeah, it's really
I don't know.
long.
I don't actually speak Japanese.
It's a beautiful language, isn't it, Dith?
Miss Yamada, perhaps you don't quite understand the direness of the situation that you were just in, and how we have relieved you of that. But again, you seem to be someone shielded from a lot of that the hideousness of much of the world. So
She says to Samton, she's like, "This is probably like the third kidnap attempt on me. I know they wouldn't kill me. If anyone would have killed me, it was you idiots firing at the people, setting off a gunfight with me in the middle."
She sounds like a very wanted person. She piss off a lot of the wrong people routinely, or how's a pop star get abducted?
She said, "Attempts."
Is she like a political figure at all? Like,
No, she's just worth several billion new yen.
donate all your money to charity, ladies. We will.
She
Or better
shakes
yet,
her head.
donate it to us for saving your ass.
She's like, "If you're lucky, Daddy will reward you." But anyway, where's my phone?
I'll remind Diff for the phone.
yeah, so Death, when they get to the car, he'll open up one of the trunk and get one of his kind of throwaway phones, and he'll hand it to her.
Okay. Yeah, she grabs the phone out of your hand and just sort of starts dialing. She puts the phone up to her head and she starts talking, Samton, like you understand. She's sort of saying like, she's saying like, "Dad, are you there, Father?" And then all of a sudden her eyes go wide and she stops talking on the phone, and she actually starts shaking.
Can we infer why?
You're not able to hear the other half of the conversation, so no.
This is just gonna reach over and press like the speaker button on the side. So
Okay.
that's it. They can listen in.
She doesn't resist or anything. She's sort of just stunned. You turn on the speakerphone and she starts. You hear the voice, and their line is clearly not Japanese or anything. You hear sort of like a gruff voice, and it's like. You hear somebody start saying like, "Jax? Jax, what the hell's going? Who was that? What? Somebody get a trace on this line."
So Death's gonna grab the phone and out of her hand and hang it up.
Okay. You boop. You turn it off. She's sort of just sitting there and she sort of shakes. She's like, and she's sort of saying like, "Papa." And she's sort of like shivering. Fight.
All right. So Death will. Is he aware of any way to? Is there like if he removes the SIM card from the phone, will it help the phone not being tracked, or in the future? I don't know what.
I'm not going to say anything's impossible, but turning it off, removing the battery should make it nearly impossible to track.
Okay, and well, since it's a trace or a junker anyway, he'll just kind of toss it on the ground and ask Samton to smash it with his boot.
So, Reg is gonna kind of
Yeah, Reg.
come up and be like, "So, Darkstar, what are we doing with this asshole?" Kind of like shove him to the ground.
All right, yeah, give me a minute. So he's gonna kind of gingerly put this girl in the back. She seems a little shell shocked from the phone call. Sam, do you mind keeping an eye on her? Just make sure she doesn't fuck with anything in the car. Try to drive off in it. Yeah, I guess we'll head back towards the van where Red's drug this guy back.
Yeah, sorry about those fingers, but you know.
Yeah, he's just sort of like grimacing in pain, still, pretty stunned from the blow to his head, and he's just like, "God damn motherfuckers!"
Yeah, so Death will kind of step up and kind of rest his boot on his neck, and so are you Jax?
No, you killed Jax, you fucker.
Yeah, okay. Well, who are you?
Fuck you.
Just so we're talking on first name terms.
Says fuck you.
Fair enough. So why don't you tell us about this little kidnapping attempt of Miss Yamada over here? It's the first time you guys have tried it, or one of a string of attempts?
He sort of like looks around. He's like, "So you know who she is, huh?"
Yeah, you'd have to be living under a rock to not know who this lady is.
Sure, whatever. Well, we'll split it with you, man. She's got plenty of cash.
Yep. You're begging up the wrong tree, I'm afraid. Not quite our type.
Red? Did you think?
Yeah,
But money?
red levels of shad.
Yeah, Red. You don't know, like, Yamada?
How much?
You
Who
hear
is this?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I came in. These guys were just shooting at you. There's somebody else here. Like what?
Look, it seems like this is a little bit more than just a simple kidnapping of some pop star off the streets. So why don't you tell us about what's going on back home with your pops?
Says, screw you, buddy. Just fucking kill me.
We have much
Say the
more
magic
fun.
word.
We have much more fun ways of dealing with.
We've got her father. My family will be well taken care of. Do whatever you want.
Well, you should have seen the last guy that we were having some fun with. He was not saying that by the end, so you may want to rethink your proposition.
Okay, give me intimidate, negotiate, if you want to do. His willpower is still 5. And then your charisma is 8, right? Oh, okay, stalemate. So he just sort of like shakes his head and he just sort of like closes his eyes. And he's just like, "I'm ready. Do your worst."
What kind of? So Red normally wears some gloves, I guess, just as a kind of default attire for. So kind of start putting one of his fingers into the bullet wound in his calf.
Okay. He screams.
Huh?
Is this guy human?
Yeah, we'll say it's human.
And does he have a
Actually,
particular...
no. We'll say it's. We'll say it's the orc. Why not?
Does he have a particular dialect?
Let's see.
That might.
He's definitely speaking English like a native. I guess give me the English language roll to see if you can tell, if you can notice anything, give you any hints of where he's from or anything. Alright. Yeah, this guy definitely sounds, he's got sort of the, what would it be? Sort of a more southern sort of drawl. maybe a little westerny.
And in terms of like where orcs generally live,
Oh,
do we know of?
there are a few places for orcs, like Tarngir is for elves, but he doesn't sound like he's from those.
But in like the Seattle area, if there's like orc
Oh,
sections
places.
of Tacoma or something, or
I mean, you've got the orc underground,
right.
but besides that, orcs just sort of make up 9% of the general distribution. I mean, they might be a little bit more predisposed to live in poor areas just because of the prejudice on them, but
Okay.
yeah, you can't get into anything so specific as that.
Okay.
But it does sound like he's not from Seattle.
Okay, so south of like southern of the United States.
Yeah, like
So
maybe one of the Indian nations down to the south or somewhere like that.
Oh, I see. Out of towner, huh? Well, if I mean, I guess I suppose physical harm is of no concern to you, but it's more your family. I suppose we can just go after them. Hey, and he'll kind of look up towards Red. I guess we got that other guy over there. Is Gasher taking a swing at him? I guess we can probably get the details out of him about this, where this bloke's from. Might be able to track down significant others, kids, relatives.
You son of a bitch. In this life or the next, I'll hunt you down if you fuck with my family.
well, if you're dead, there's not much you can do to me or my companions for fucking with your family, so.
You dandelion-eating motherfucker.
If you fry him up with a little bit of mustard.
Yeah, mustard, right?
Only if it's cut properly.
Exactly, it's gotta cut the mustard.
So here's the deal. You tell us a little bit about this operation that you've got going on, or we take the hurt to your family.
It's like, you have no idea who I am, pal. You don't scare me.
Kind of squeeze his calf some more.
Fuck!
Well, why don't you enlighten us a little bit about who you are, so maybe
He
we
sorta
can have an
laughs.
opportunity to fear you.
He sort of laughs. He's like, nice one. But I'm not giving you anything.
All right, fair enough. I guess we'll just have your friend tell us.
He sort of like grimaces, and he looks a little afraid, but like, he just sort of buttons his lip.
Just to look up his, I guess Bullvi's kind of standing off at the.
He's
Over by the van.
he's poking around
Just
his bodies.
Yeah. He'll kind of step up and kind of nod over to Bullvi. So you like having fun with some of our prisoners, don't you? And this guy's not going to give us anything, so if you want to do whatever the fuck you want to him, have at it.
Okay, so I'll just approach him and just gently take his hand where the fingers are missing,
Okay.
and then just start flicking them with my finger.
Okay.
Each one that's missing.
Ow.
And just do that for like a minute.
Okay, like, this guy is pretty tight-mouthed. Like, you can't, I mean, eventually, torture always works, eventually. But it's going to take a little bit more time and concerted effort than you can do, in the middle of the street, if you really want to go through all that. But, I mean, he's sort of resisted, like, he doesn't buy your bit about his family, and he's sort of, like, resistant to any sort of negotiation you have. He's loyal to whoever he's working for.
Right. Yeah. So Dith's mostly trying to bluff him. So he's gonna, so as Bullvi approaches, he's gonna start walking towards the ruins where they dragged him out of, and kind of nod to Red and say, "Let's go talk to this other chump."
Red will nod and be like, "We'll take good care of him, all right?"
Yes, sir.
Okay. You leave him in Bull's caring hands as he's screaming in pain. So what do you guys do?
Yeah, so we're just gonna walk over to the ruins and
Okay.
for like a few minutes, kind of out of sight. and yeah, let Bullby have a little fun, and then so after a few minutes, we'll kind of make our way back out.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, so Bullby's got him. Okay, he just laughed. He's just sort of now he's like freaked out and in pain and just bleeding all over the place.
And so as they're walking back, Dith will be conversing with Red, with the clear intention of letting this guy over here. Yeah, and so we'll just have to get in touch with our Japanese contacts, get this rolling to get her father freed as well. So, and he'll look back at this guy as he walks by.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, as you say Japan, you sort of see this guy sort of like furrow his brow for a second, and then he sort of like smiles and he's like, "You motherfuckers have no clue."
So Dith will kind of give him a side glance, and he'll laugh himself. And I said Japanese contacts, not that they're located in Japan, asshole. I gotta hand it to you. You got some tight lips on you, but your friend over there sung like a bird. So anyway, let's put this guy out of his misery. We don't need him.
What was his name?
Oh, we didn't ask for his name. We just got the particulars. So
Then what's my name, motherfucker? Who's my family? What's my wife's name?
oh, we don't give a shit about your family anymore. We really don't need them, and we don't need you either. So
He sort of takes a deep breath and then he's sort of like, yeah. He takes a deep breath. Instead of closes his eyes, just sort of lays back and accepts it. Okay, he like sort of gurgles and his head slowly reverses. He struggles at the last of it, but then goes limp.
oh wait, did you just kill him?
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
God damn. I was gonna tell Red to knock him out or something. But...
So who's this guy, and who are these Japanese people?
And about those billions.
You guys hired to like find this girl or something? What's going on?
Not exactly. Kind of just stumbled across this.
Okay. Is it worth getting into, or?
Yeah, so I guess they're trying to abduct this. She's a famous J-pop singer. Tagami Yamada, maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you've got it on your
What's J-pop?
on your Japanese pop.
I'll hide my my iPod shuffle as I say that.
Yeah.
With only J-pop on it.
But it sounds like they've got her father as well, who's a pretty prominent figure in his own. He owns his own company. It's not a megacorp, but it's big enough to hold some sway. So, I mean, she's worth a shit ton of new yen, but yeah, I don't know. It's not exactly our prerogative generally to ransom off pop singers. But I mean, there still might be some gravy in it for us if we can get her back to where she belongs and get her father out of the shit that he's in. But we're currently in our own shit as well, so look, why don't we Jesus, alright, clean up this mess and go talk about this shit somewhere else.
Was there like any ID? You said there was like fake ID things on these guys.
Yeah, I mean they had identification, but you could tell at a glance it was obviously false things. It's got their pictures, but not much else.
Is there any like identifying markers on any of their clothes or like say a business card or who they work for or something?
How in depth are you searching these guys?
I guess I was searching most of the time while they were talking to the girl, so
Right.
like whatever, 5 minutes, I suppose.
Yeah, you see sort of markings. Each of them has on their, like, around their elbow. They sort of have like a wrap tattoo around their elbow. It's sort of like it kind of reminds you of some like sort of Native American markings, but it's definitely not like it's influenced by them, but you can tell it's not any tribal markings.
Okay. Maybe I'll call Red over and get him to take a picture of it, and we can go search for it later. See who these guys are.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a picture of it, I guess, and kind of try to put a mental note in just to look it up later.
Okay. Yeah, as you
I don't recognize it like off the top of my head, do I?
No, but as you like sort of take pictures and look at the whole marking, you can tell it looks like what do you call it? A snake eating its own tail.
Okay.
Wait, haven't we seen that before?
I don't think so.
No.
You talking about the Metagentis thing?
Nah, that was like the snakes around the pole,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was like the what was it called? The symbol, the healing symbol.
Right.
Yeah.
No, where have I? Maybe it was from something else. Anyway.
Can we just take her back to the base and try to figure something out, or not?
I'm not sure it's wise to. I don't think the Draco Foundation's going to be great. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're okay with saving a J-pop singer, but I guess they wouldn't mind being associated with saving someone of that stature. You know, let me give Major a call real quick. Make sure this is kosher with their.
Okay, yeah. It's a little late, but she picks up. Yeah, and it's in the voice. Like you can definitely tell. You know, the way she routes calls and stuff. She has a transducer and stuff. She's probably talking to you while she's doing something else, straight from her brainwaves to your phone. She says, "Yeah, go ahead." Hey,
Darkstar here. Look, ran into a little unexpected, some interesting stuff on the streets heading out of the Barrens this evening.
What is it? Is everything all right?
Kidnapped J-pop singer was being abducted by some thugs in the Barrens.
Okay.
I'm not sure why she was here yet. We haven't gotten much out of her, but from what it sounds like, she gave a quick call to her father, and it sounds like whoever was involved with this is also in the process of abducting her father as well, who is a pretty prominent figure with Yamada Industries. Look, we're just wondering if Draco is at all okay with being involved with this, or if we should keep this completely separate from the Foundation.
Involved? How? What? Why? What's stopping you from dropping her off on Lone Star or something, having them handle this? I mean, this might even be the making of an international incident. What's your stake in it?
I suppose we don't have too much stake. We're a little reticent to be too close to Lone Star. We've had some laying a little low.
Well, just put her somewhere safe and in public, and give her a phone and dial 911 and leave her there. What do you think? There's anything more to it?
We don't really know.
Is
I mean,
it?
these guys that abducted her, I guess they had a few travel tattoos.
Wait, what was the name again?
Tagami Yamada,
Hang
famous
on a
pop
second.
singer.
She sort of like puts the call on hold for a second. And after a short while, she picks it back up again. She's like, "You're sure about that name, right?"
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I recognize her as that.
It took some digging, but apparently her father was. I mean, he's gone through a lot to try and cover it up, but her father was in the Ark during the first shutdown.
So you're saying that he was one of the unbranded?
I don't think I cross-referenced the list. He's not on it, but
Wait, how did he get out alive?
I mean, there were survivors,
Okay.
and not all of them are unbranded.
Interesting. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, this may be. I mean, if that's the case, this could be tied in some case directly to shit that we're dealing with Taco and all that. So, has he ever spoken about it publicly? Experience in it?
Not that I know of. I mean, he's gone through a great deal of effort, it seems, to leave that past buried. The official record doesn't even list it. I had to go through some back channels.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it seems like from what I've heard from her, I guess this is a common occurrence. It's happened multiple times, but she seemed pretty shocked when she found out that her father was apparently also being abducted or whatever happened to him.
Yeah, it seems like she has heard her fair share of attention like that, but as far as I know, none of them have been successful. Her father has enough money to hire a small army. It's surprising that they got even this far.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, any relation to the Ark, especially the original events, thrown up some red flags in regards to this guy going missing or being abducted or being ransomed for money or power of some sort. Major, do you know where Yamada Industries is hubbed and where he lives generally?
Somewhere in Meiji, Japan.
Okay. I see. I tried to bluff one of these thugs that was left over, and he seemed to to infer that her father was not in Japan.
Travel logs for people like that are tough to get. And I'm a little busy at the moment. We're tracking down leads on the rest of this list, but it's certainly a possibility that he's not in Japan. People like that have business meetings all across the world.
Fair enough. So again, would you like us to keep this under our own discretion, or is it all right if? I mean, would you advise us not to bring her back to Section 9 in the meantime? It may be best to keep her under protection.
I mean,
she's just going to get picked up again.
She'd be safest there. I mean, it's Section 9 is as much as our place as yours. I mean, we're all partners, so I think this, we shouldn't ignore this right away. Might behoove us to do a little more investigation.
Agreed. Yeah. All right. We'll do our best to keep Section 9's location and the particulars under wraps from her, but I think we're going to try to take her back.
Very good. Yeah, I assume so. Anything else,
All right.
Stith?
Nope. Yeah, you may have heard some fun news stories recently. I'm not sure. I can't confirm or deny if we were involved with any of those said events, but
I'm not sure about this channel, Dith, so I won't say anything here, but
well, gotta run. It's been real, Major. We'll catch up soon.
very well. I'm out.
So Diff will kind of briefly fill in these guys. We're kind of cleaning up what degree of Sig, Red, Bullvine, as far as cleaning any of this up. We want to just drag some of these bodies into the ruins so that they're not immediately covered. We want to take the van at all, just drive it off somewhere down a alley and leave it.
Prudent measures.
Anybody? All right.
Are we, like, in the Barrens?
It's gonna get in the van, drive it off. Behind, yeah, we're in the Barrens. Yeah.
I can
Like on
drag
the
some.
S, right?
Stuff
No.
something in the gas tank and set it on fire. Or drive it
Yeah, I
outside.
guess we could just throw the bodies in the
I mean,
back.
it's pretty.
Of it.
It's stuck on this pile of rubble too. You'd have to like get it.
I
figured out.
left it up. I'm gonna give it a try.
Okay. So yeah, why don't we just throw these. If there's nothing else we need off these guys, if we've checked them for as much ID as we can.
They didn't have much. Looks
Okay.
like they were just outfitted for combat.
Okay. Yeah,
Searching the TV stuff?
Bull Red. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, were you searching the car, Sig?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much in there besides a bunch of rolls of duct tape and some more things you'd expect for kidnapping people.
Okay.
But the glove compartment.
The glove compartment. It's got a manual for the car.
Alright, yeah, Bull Red, would you mind helping me load these guys up in the back? Just set
So-
this man aflame and get out of here.
Do you think that they would have put like a tracking device on her, like on her person, at all? Or do you think that they're that high tech?
Well, Queso had that like emergency panic button thing. His limo.
Yeah, he also had something probably implanted in him too.
Right. That like corresponded to maybe. And she got that phone call off, so it's probably safe to assume someone of her wealth would have something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we could certainly give her a search to see if they planted anything specifically on her from them. But let's take care of this van and these bodies first. Light this thing up and
Do we have enough room for everyone?
probably not. This was all of us, I guess, in my car.
Red and I got here separately.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You just wait here. Keep the.
Don't worry, I'll find my way back.
I'll just hitchhike.
God.
I mean, Red, you could have told your cabbie to wait there, or
Amidst the gunfire.
no, like a couple blocks away.
That's a big tip. Don't worry.
Yeah, I probably would have. I don't think I would have been here that long, so
Mhm.
I should have a taxi waiting for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
you and Bull
Yeah.
can take the same.
Yeah, one that doesn't ask questions. Okay, yeah, you and Bolvi can take that back.
Alright. So Sig and I will head back to my car with where Sampton and the girl are, and
Gotcha.
Let's go.
Okay,
then
yeah,
so we light up the van.
yeah, you light it on fire, and it doesn't burn like gasoline, but the concentrated natural gas fuel that you use now goes up pretty nice blue flame, and yeah, goes up quite well, and yeah, you guys head back
Yeah, so I guess Sig can start kind of heading back, and I'll ask Sampton to kind of pat her down and try, respectfully say we need to make sure that you don't have any tracking devices on you, so you're gonna have to just suffer this. But it's for your benefit. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sam just kind of shrugs at her and says like what he's gonna do, and doesn't really wait for a response.
Yeah, she seems kind of catatonic at this point. She's sort of out of it. She's probably crying a little bit. But you pat her down. You don't find anything on her. She doesn't have, not much places to hide with what she's wearing, either. She's got pretty the hip, sexy chic clothes. Yeah, and you look around that, pat everything down. She's got nothing on her.
Checks out. Good.
Let's see. Ami, do you know where your father was recently? The last place you knew he was traveling to? Doesn't seem like he's in Japan right now.
She sort of just shakes her head. She's like, he travels a lot.
Look, it's for the benefit of your father and for yourself if you can give us as much information as you know. Any big meetings that he was talking about? Any appearances that he was going to make? He's coming stateside, or?
She's like, I don't know. He never paid attention to any of the business stuff. He kept that part separate.
Well, surely he comes to some of your shows sometimes. Did he talk about seeing any upcoming performances? Catching you while you were in Seattle, maybe?
She's like, no. Truth be told, he doesn't like my profession. He says I should have followed him or done like him into the business side of things.
Do we know of any satellite locations of Yamada Industries in Seattle?
Not off the top of your head.
Mega corporate politics knowledge, perhaps?
You could do like an etiquette corporate.
Okay.
See if you've heard anything of stuff. Yeah, you don't. Yamada isn't quite that international yet. You've heard they do some dealings with the California Free State, but they don't have any dealings directly with Seattle. It's mostly East Asia and maybe a little bit of the Pacific and Western, what used to be United States.
I'll fill Sig and Sampson in a little bit about what Major mentioned about that he was an ARC survivor of the original arcology incident.
Her father.
Yeah, and that he may be potentially connected to some of the stuff that we're dealing with inadvertently. And I'll also ask them if the name Jax rings a bell. It may just be a common name. I thought I've heard.
Oh, to her?
No, to these, to Sampson and.
Oh, gotcha.
Sig.
I don't know why that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I thought there was another guy that we were supposed to meet that was named Jax.
He's from Mortal Kombat. Just kidding. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever introduced a NPC called Jax to you.
It's my father's name, actually, is Jax.
Oh my god. Full circle. You killed your father. He was one of the people to protect you.
So as we get a little deeper into Seattle, Dith will kind of tell Tagami that for your own protection, we're going to have to just blindfold you. We're going to a top secret location. You will be the safest anywhere if there. So, but for our own safety and for yours as well, plausible deniability. We're just going to blindfold you so you don't know where it is.
She just sort of nods without looking at you.
All right.
After Samson translates, of course. Okay.
We'll blindfold her. I think any other stuff we want to talk about can wait until we get back.
Yeah.
Top secret. So.
Yeah, you get back, and then Samson and Red and Volvi come back a little later, having ditched their taxi a little while away.
All right.
I'll just say you escort her to a room, or one of the bunk rooms, one of the ones that are unused, and leave her there. Lock the door or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Contact Major or L?
What'd you say, Drew?
Contact Major.
Sorry, I can't. Can you say that again? Sorry.
Use the contact of a different help.
Yeah, can we contact Major or L?
Okay, yeah.
Or see if they want to hop on in.
Yeah, Major's aware I called her.
Oh, you did? Yeah, okay. Cool.
I can, if L's not around the facility, I can, maybe in the morning, it's pretty late now, maybe in the morning, if he hasn't heard yet, then I'll give him a call, but,
he and Major usually work as a duo, so he's probably with her wherever she is.
Okay, yeah. Red, how difficult do you think, thanks for dropping by the way, appreciate the...
Yeah, no problem, I make house calls all the time.
Teaching a ride on down,
Have you still got an answer to who the girl is and why this thing billions term has been thrown around?
No, I haven't. I have no idea who she is, or
Alright, fair enough. Now's a good time to fill you in. Volvi, welcome back, by the way. It's been a while. How's the Don doing?
He's seen better days, but we can get into that later if you want.
Yeah, I would like to get into that later. I'm not sure what you mean. Sounds ominous, but...
It seems you guys are pretty busy, so I can wait a few minutes.
Alright. But yeah, for some of you who may not be aware, this young bird that we brought back with us is Tagami Yamada. She's a pretty well-known Japanese pop singer. I guess she's doing a tour of the area, and she's worth quite a bit of cash. And her father is equally well off. He owns a small company called Yamada Industries. Well, not small, but and it seems that he's currently also been kidnapped or abducted, or possibly murdered.
Red will kind of scratch his head and be like, "Well, I'm really good. We killed the survivor."
And this is of particular interest to us because he was an archaeology survivor from the original incident. So we don't know if this is connected to the otaku or not, if they're trying to extort information out of him or silence him, or we don't know. Or maybe he knew people who were on the branded list. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
But need another wrench in the works. But hopefully we can use it for our own gain in some sense. But Major and L are aware of the issue, and we can expect maybe to hear from them at some point. But for the time being, we're kind of operating on our own a little bit. Red, do you think we could? How difficult do you think it is to get a travel itinerary of her father? We can assume that he's traveling a lot for business, and we don't think he's in Japan right now. He could be, but we think that he's potentially somewhere else.
Guess it would depend upon what travel agency he was using, because they each kind of have their own independent databases.
I doubt he uses a travel agency. It's probably
Yeah, if it's all personal, I guess.
yeah.
Well, hacking a corpse, no big deal. It's pretty run-of-your-mill kind of thing.
Easy
I'll kind of
peasy.
roll my eyes a little bit.
Fair enough, but I mean, I would think that information would be somewhat accessible outside of a corpse main database. I mean, he's meeting with other people, so they've got that on the books. I assume, private jet charters and things like that. There's. I thought it was worth asking.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem. I could try to dig around a little, see what I can find. If nothing
it's
better
been
to
a long
do,
night.
so.
All right. Anything
Yeah.
you guys want to get done before we call it?
I mean, I might like to kind of extend this conversation next time, just to talk a little bit more about this stuff.
Okay.
Ideally, maybe just do karma quickly.
Okay. Yeah. Incidental stuff. Where's it? On the shadows.
That was a completely unexpected session, by the way. I don't know. I kind of thought I didn't expect things to go down like that.
Well, yeah.
No, and it was good. I mean, I kind of thought we'd do more reality hacker stuff, but this is very intriguing. This new lead.
Yeah, I feel like the reality hackers has been pretty set up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Any nominees for good role playing? Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. I'd nominate Diff just because he was always kind of on point with factoring in, this conversation with Ms. Yamada and good ability to continue the conversation and find out as many details as possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that would fall under. Besides good role playing.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of see good role playing as something that advances your character or creates something meaningful. Maybe not. It doesn't necessarily have to change your character, but just something that affects something you do as your character that maybe you personally wouldn't do, or I don't know, just something that changes the way you play. Yeah, and I mean, it was kind of like that, but I don't know, just having good scenes. I don't think necessarily means, it was really a pivotal role playing moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to get too willy nilly with the karma stuff. I want it to be cherry on top, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Guts, brave and/or effective fighters. Actions that might merit this award include gutsy magical battles in astral space, hard-fought combat in the Matrix, as well as shoot-em-ups in the physical. Okay, it's just blah blah blah.
Yeah, I think we all played it pretty safe.
Yeah.
Um,
I was kind of
that's
thinking.
like, things that happened in battle, but it wasn't. Nobody put their life on the line to like.
I was kind of thinking Sig kind of did when she sort of split the attention of the fighters to a certain extent. I mean, she she tanked a couple of them. Oh yeah, which we'll also have to do healing and stuff next time. Everyone remember.
Healing would
make
be
sure
great.
make sure you've remembered all of your stuff, or all of the damage you've taken and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Point, let's see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if she didn't do that, it would have been maybe a little bit like those two at the car. Maybe would have done a little bit more flanking.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
warranted. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Sig, take a point of guts.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Smarts, players whose characters come up with clever strategy, solving a puzzle or clue, pull off a good scam. Nothing really crazy this session. You just sort of had a pretty straightforward plan. Motivation. Players whose characters really drive the story forward or are continuously motivated. And right place, right time.
Right. That, I mean, the first guy to go down, he comes out of nowhere. There's some dedication to the cause, but I mean, it was also just advantageous in the moment, you know.
Yeah. Wait, this is like characters don't reward karma just for making good dice rolls. The reward should go to a character who has a vital skill and knows when to use it. The character should not have known in advance that she would need the skill. If players knew that they would need to pick a lock and so had a character slot the lock picking skill beforehand, a karma award. So this is like if you like go somewhere and like it's like, does anyone have skill with Ming vases? And it's like, all right. That was unexpected. It's like if you, I think it's like spur of the moment, like you either use a skill very creatively and like solve a particular problem with an interesting skill that you didn't expect to use when you first saw that problem or something like that.
As opposed to doing a stealth heist.
Yeah, as opposed to being good at combat.
Stealth skill 28,000
being good at exactly. Surprise, a surprising and effective strategy. I think it was pretty standard stuff. The shooters shot stuff and other people, the talkers talked. Humor and drama. I don't think the group burst out laughing in this session. Player character acting in character to impress a group with a particular piece of high drama. We didn't get so fancy as that. But yeah, I think Sig really took a few shots for the team and kept everyone out of too much danger.
Thank God for that cram.
All right, cool. Yeah, but that'll do it for this week.
Sweet.
That's
very good.
Everyone good for next week?
Well, there was no collective karma that was given out for this thing, right?
Yeah,
just the one mistake.
Yeah, I give out karma for completing missions.
Okay.
Yeah,
basic
stuff.
This is next week. Daylight savings time ends.
Oh, jeez.
Or daylight saving time.
And so do we get an hour?
So we fall back, yeah. You go back an hour at 2 a.m. to 1 a.m. and it's like, oh hell yeah.
It's gonna be even darker in the mornings.
Yeah. No, it'll be lighter in the mornings. Get
Oh,
dark
that's right.
quickly.
Time
Yeah.
travel.
It's gonna get darker early. That's right.
So if I just turn the clock back, I can go back. I heard that Russia is on like permanent winter time now, or something.
That's right.
Some Reddit article I read. No, you know, they probably deserve it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Alan.
All right, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Catch you guys later.
All right, see you guys.
Peace.